There we go. Yeah, so everybody's right on the screen. Let me hop out of this stream that Evie's doing. Okay. So, welcome everybody back to some more Overarms. I know it's a little bit earlier. We could start a little bit later if it makes everybody kosher.
No, actually, I'm really happy with the Oli because it gets me to be loud as I can be.
I'm good. I have soup here.
I can see like
I'm at soup.
I see like either Alistair or this guy just drinking soup and like as we're talking, you hear the loud
The fucking
the sloping sounds throughout the entire conversation, and like no one stops the counter. They just keep talking over it.
but it progressively
If I had my
gets
old
loud.
headset, then you would hear it.
It gets progressively louder as the conversation goes. So the people
Like
talking had to talk progressively louder.
it's like that scene from Family Guy where like they're talking about the Sopranos. Well, the saxophone, no, the trumpet player plays progressively loud.
I remember that bit.
All
It's
right.
one of the good bits they had.
There is a cutscene I need to get through before we continue with the overall plot for Overarms.
Also, I went ahead and did my level ups. For Alistair, I gave him more HP and AP. For Samric, I gave him another intelligence boost and power to Astronova.
Smort.
I bumped into
Why not
Falcone's HP and defense. So they're both max.
Lance's HP and his range was increased.
Which means the Hell Beast now has 72 hit points.
Oh man, I need a. I would have to do a full Buddha barrage just to knock that fucker down. Then.
And that's
God.
not considering you might
That's a-
take him down.
That's a month of worth of raiding.
Okay.
I've been debating whether or not to bump up his range. It feels kind of thematic keeping him a close range fighter like that.
You do you.
He can fly, so.
Why?
Fly like
It
a
w-
tiger.
And why would Falcone want to
Soar through
run?
the
He
air.
wants his opponents to get close enough so he can surprise them with the shotgun. Oh, look at that! You got a cute little swordie! 6 12 gauge, his double barrel. Check this one out!
Time to hand out some mercy and forgiveness.
Okay, so we're gonna start today's session with just a cutscene. Typically was supposed to be. Okay, Zuntai.
Bless
Oh.
you.
Thank you. Oh,
This cutscene takes place, I would say, about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's an hour after, basically an hour or two after everyone's basically left the scene after Nova's been defeated.
is this the one where we saw the CEO? Well, we think the CEO and Celestial is talking to someone on the phone about.
That was during the
mysterious
conflict, but this is after.
God,
Afterwards, camera focuses on a anthropomorphic female bunny walking in the background behind the wall area. She's carrying with her in her right hand a mobile device with a blank screen, and on it is the face of a avatar that can't be really made out, and she's speaking to it adamantly, going, "Okay, so I checked the building. Yeah, it's gone. Fuck, I didn't get insurance on that thing. Well, yeah, I understand. So all of it's gone. Did you go check out the debris and like start like pulling it off and investigating further what was remains? Well, about the remains, she like the camera kind of panels. Hold on, the camera panels back towards the destroyed building. Yeah, no, that building's foobar. It's gone. Nothing. The fucking explosions looked like it took place there. Uh-huh. The screen speaks back. And then, what are we doing here then? Oh, she reveals that what's it not reveals, but she walks up closer to the back wall of this building complex. Well, I'm here to rescue somebody from the research facility here. What? I didn't authorize you to. Shush, 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 shush. You're a talking screen now. You're not really Novus anymore. You're Porta Novus.
God
Reveals.
damn it! I
Oh
knew it!
no.
Yeah.
Reveals Porta Novus.
Oh, just throw him in like a pool of water or something. Do you know how
Where
vulnerable
the
he is
elevator's
now?
at.
Jiggle the cords. Just keep him at
Just-
like 10% power.
Exactly.
But just hold Magna up to him.
Yeah.
Norvis? No,
Pull
it's
a
not
magnet.
Norvis. It's this Novus.
Norvis.
Diginovus. It's Porta Novus.
Now it's
Yeah.
Porta Novus.
I saw this coming. I should have saw that coming. I knew it was going to pop up sooner or later. It's a direct reference.
Yo, you're cleaning Tupperware? Don't close the lid.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta watch this.
See, this is why I couldn't live with family
Smell
anymore.
it?
Because as
Is
soon
the
as my
lime
sister started
taken
yelling,
from it?
I would start going, I can yell too!
On hands.
You know, game night, you just tested my patience now. So,
You clearly have an addiction.
What?
Norbit, I
pasta.
hate you. I hate you!
See, this I trust.
Okay, so we're gonna break into the building. But why? Porta Novus asks. Well, you see, remember the last time you brought me to the research facility? The actual Novus?
Why you bring up more Star Wars?
You see the problem with my memory is that I'm only a
No,
my
the
memory,
rest
I'm
of the
only a
thing-
construct created by the most important parts and like the emotional the most important bits and parts of Novus's memory and mind, and all the synapses that make up his conscious state. I'm not actually Novus.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, the actual Novus brought me in between this research facility and the other one for training purposes, and well, there's an animas that's being tested on that I want to break free. You want to break free a creature from a different dimension because it's being in captivity. Yeah, it's being held in captivity for your safety. Which one are you even planning to release? I don't know its name. I have Novus's database with this information. I have Novus intellect and the things that he would know. Well, it had like black fur and silver claws. It's tall. You mean Project Wolf? Yeah, that one.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't write it. They did. I was supposed to have a player hear me do it, so now I have to do this. I can't really back down, you know.
No.
Porta Nova
You can't.
keeps quietly, but then responds, well, I can help you release Project Wolf. You can? Yes. I'm just going to also release all the other Animases. Why? Well, if you're going to free one, why not all of them? Fair point. They all deserve to be free. Yes.
Oh no.
Possibly go on. Hours later. So, why does this place look like a war zone? As the group gets back to the location.
No, this interaction takes an hour, but essentially, I'm just gonna skip through the aftermath. But the operation goes smoothly. There was no security because all of it was allocated to Novus in the first building.
Oh.
So there really wasn't anything in this building other than automated sentries and defenses. But Bunny has Porta Novus, a literal AI hacking device. It hacked its
No,
own
I'm in
system,
that.
deactivated its own security systems, and released the Animus projects. Now, Spiral City has 3 different Animus creatures roaming.
Honestly, Evie's still playing and having the stuff in the background just intensifies the animus just running around making a rampage.
Sorry, you cut out at the beginning. Can you repeat that?
I said it's funny to me because like as you was explaining how the animus are now freed, and like Evie's still having the sound effects in his background. It's like, oh yeah, they're just making a rampage. Look at all those people who are trying to fight and stop them, just dying. It's hilarious.
So, specifically because I cut the cutscene short, I'm going to reveal the type of Animuses that were revealed. No, that were released. Clearly, Project Wolf is with Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Shark, there's Tiger, and the most terrifying of them all, Hippopotamus.
Oh
Yeah.
god damn.
Yeah.
Why'd you release the baby eagle? Yeah,
Dwarf is safe.
no, the safe's fucked now. We gotta roll back the save file.
Nah, man.
God.
Say fuck. New patch.
So, yep.
We gotta fight. Like, Hippopotamus is on the top of the list against Lance to stop the evil TFB ways.
Yeah, even Falcone will set aside his dislike of Lance to stop a hippo, man.
Well, so like I said,
It's
a hippo,
it's
a
hand
shark,
on 4
and a
legs.
tiger have all escaped.
Tiger and shark. Oh man, I can't wait to see the repercussions of these actions.
So you say a shark is loose on the street.
Oh my god, that's a great shot!
Jawsome.
Awesome.
I guess you could say Killer Croc is free, or Killer Jaws.
Hold on.
Line hit him.
Yeah, no problem. Get your ass over here.
So yeah, that's the cutscene to start us off for today. Because that needed to happen before Squad Zero came back. Now, Bunny's location, as well as Porto Novus and Wolf, are unknown.
Well, I is a bit terrifying to find out that essentially a accidental domestic terrorist has now released a couple man-made creatures into the public. Man, I can't wait to see how this all fucks all in the ass.
I don't know. That wolf might literally.
Land.
Hey. Sorry, say it
Where's
again.
the air mutation? You have 1 for sea and 2 for land. Where's the air mutation? This is reminding me of something, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
You know, hold on. If I'm gonna go full bit for this, hold on, I can fix this. Replace shark. Hold on. Shush. Replace shark with hyena. The hyena is already being used, but that's fine. Hippo can stay fine.
Oh,
Tiger
the worst one of them all, and you decided to keep that one.
Tiger turns into an eagle.
Oh, great. If we attack that, we'll be felons.
Yeah.
No, it's Storm Eagle. He's gonna have that really sick riff. Am I right,
Edmund learns this and
Lil?
just starts firing faster.
True.
Yeah, Loon. What was that Mega Man boss that was called Eagle? What was his full name?
In the first game, Storm Eagle.
There you go.
I love Storm Eagle.
It's fucking Storm Eagle. Yeah, it's Storm Eagle.
Now, does he have lightning bolts on the side of his head?
I was gonna make the eagle look more like prehistoric Kamazouts from Smite.
I will be right back,
Yep.
but the mission's done.
So, the thing is that you're gonna learn another thing I needed to reveal about the Animas is that They are essentially they seem like they're animals forced with biorobotics. So yeah,
See that? We get Warg in this game. Congratulations, everyone. Warg is now in all tabletop game.
welcome. Wolf puts his fingers up. Welcome, Sabretooth.
Oh, can
Yeah,
you turn
no.
me into a saber-toothed tiger? I've always liked those.
You have to
Oh, I
find
kinda
Ordovis.
I kind of already turned into one though, don't I?
Kinda.
Kind of. It's more like a lion, cow, bat thing.
Well, let's now start the session off proper. You guys will worry about the Animus
Well,
weapons on release. Where they at, where they're going. They're just currently roaming free, and whoever sees them is not going to be in a good place for that.
I figured they'll be invisible because of the Animus.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Or
we
they
made them
end up,
invisible.
is what I meant, Danny.
Ah,
Hmm.
so which one of us wakes up first?
No, we have to continue the scene for Sun and for Seinrich. As the police officers drop them off in East Bay. Seinrich, this is your first time being in East Bay, and it is absolutely terrible. After crossing the bridge, which had like a heavily guarded checkpoint in between the middle over here, the police officer quickly dumped you guys off at the block. Not even at the end of it, like just literally right off the bridge itself.
Oh, have you enjoy your death sentences? It just fucking kicks you out of.
Yeah, essentially. Sun gets up off the ground and goes, well, ain't nothing like East Bay. Welcome back. Now, welcome to East Bay, Seinrich.
What is it?
This is where you live, huh?
Yeah, it's the rent's cheap here.
And like you feel like sounds like I'm glad to be back this East Bay. And one of them was like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
background.
my good friend.
Hey, yo,
Yes,
fuck
my
you
good friend.
and your friend. All right. You know what?
Yes, my good friend.
Let's get out the street. Come on.
Yes, my good friend. Go fuck yourself too.
Sun leads Cyril to a one-story building. It's rather long. I'd say it's about 180 feet in terms of length, and it's just has this large sign at the front that reads "Welcome to Dockside," a large building that sits by the coastal end. When you get to when both you and Sun approach, there is this man wearing a bright greenish shirt that says Dockside on it, and it reads security on the front of it. Sun waves his hand. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? Oh shit, hey, it's Sun. Man, we haven't seen you forever. The security guard backs up and lets both Sun and Siren walk through into the building.
Waves at the security guard, being a former security guard himself.
It gives you the security. Both of you guys give each other security nod. So, he gives you that nod like, yeah, I understand. When you enter the building, you see that the building has designed itself like a convenience store, but it's designed for smoke leaf products and smoke leaf paraphernalia. Everyone in this building is buying some sort of level of smoke leaf.
Hey, yo, give me that good shit though.
Where the fuck have you been? An angry, sassy, about 5'8" woman with black hair, dark, about caramel skin, comes up towards Sun. I have been holding the damn fort for you for about a fucking month, and you haven't said anything about where you've been. Sun looks really nervous. Hey, honey doll. Cyril, this is my partner with Dockside. Honey doll. Honey doll, this is the guy I've been working with because I've been gone for so long. Cyril.
Hello, Miss Honeydoll.
She looks up and down at him. He looks back at Sun. So what? You good? You not hurt? I think I'm emotionally damaged. Okay, well then you're fine then. She walks off. Hey, I
It's
still need some.
okay. I made sure that he didn't get scratched on him.
Well, that's good. And she looks up and at you, and you are.
Well, the name's Sandwich got involved. I'm new to the city. Son here is he helped me. He helped me around, so I helped him.
He looks over. Sun looks over at Cymric. She knows about my alter ego, Knight. Knight basically picked him up, and that's why I've been gone for so long. Knight's been in charge, and I only got recently put into charge, and I woke up in a weird hospital place. A huge demon passed me. The building was coming down. There was this huge creature thing. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Sounds like you're making this shit up.
I'm
Went on the
not.
wrong side.
Look, can I get
Whatever
some
God
smoke?
there is out there, it happened.
You got some smoke leaf on you? Of course I do. You just gotta crack the nugs, Freddy. He rolls his eyes. I hate cracking the damn smoke leaf nugs. Alright, Cymric, you can leave me here. I'll be with, I can stay here with Honeytail, and you can go back to Travail if you like.
Does he have a place to stay in Travail? Oh
Huh?
wait, the something Stallion. Never mind.
You can stop by the Falcone's church.
Yeah, you're not
Hi,
obligated to
Bart,
stay
I'm
with,
boarding
you're not
house.
obligated to stay with, Sun, as, he's gonna probably spend some time here at Dockside. It's his business, after all.
One thing I would want to ask is how's the gang violence in that particular area?
Well, I mean, the better answer, terrible.
All right, I got a meta question for you. Where did Novus find the wolf? Was it in an attic?
Son of a bitch. No, it was an import. It's
Was it
a
from an attic?
no, it's a Mexican wolf.
Oh, good joke. Oh man, if I could give you cash for that, Evie. Oh man,
I also don't get the joke he's saying.
it's from Housing a Bridge. Where'd you find a werewolf? We found it all in the attic. Where'd you find your vampire?
Where'd you find your vampire? In a basement. How poetic! We found a werewolf in an attic.
There you
We
go.
find lots of things in the attic. Jesus Christ! I mean antiques. The Juden were the Fuhrer's obsession, not mine. And frankly, I'm quite afraid of an insinuation.
Oh man, I just love. That reference holds a place in my heart. Ah.
So yeah, Cymric, you see Sun go to the behind the counter and begins like grabbing green smoke leaf nuts and begins cracking them by hands and talking with Honeydoll about the current situation in East Bay. As far as you can gather from their banter, things have gotten only worse due to a new player in town who goes by the name of Gregor. Gregor has been running around with his own hyena-like man, just literally torching cars and ripping radios out of them before they do it.
Why though?
Why not?
Because he's
Are you
a being
serious?
of almost cosmic power, and he's committing petty larceny.
You're just doing the Warriors. That's what you do in the game. The Warriors game. You take radios before you trash
He's
the car.
also a fan of 1970s and 80s action flicks, alright?
That is true.
Warriors come out to play.
No, but seriously,
Oh.
Gregor is enough of a violent streak, has growing a violent streak throughout East Bay. There are even people willing to like pacify him by becoming like subjugated to him. So he's becoming a big problem in East Bay, and Sun's thinking about taking in like the death of it. There's a lot of different warring gangs, but he seems to be the a sudden newcomer stronger than many.
Okay, son, you gotta be careful with those nugs. You don't want to overdo it now.
Yeah, listen, look, He looks at the pygmy. What in the fuck? It's gone.
And like she just suddenly speaks up. You fucked up the nugs again.
Son of a bitch!
Told you. Told you.
But yeah, Cymric, do you want to stay at Dockside with Sun? I mean, it's early.
You're not obligated.
Yeah, you're not obligated, and it's early in the morning when we left off.
I think I'll ask Sun this. Is there like a shower? Do you have a shower? Cause I could use one ever since the raid at Nurse Lab, because that place was disgusting.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. He points. Here. Let me lead you to the back, and he shows you into the back, past the. So he leads you to the back, where it's a long hallway, connects with different office places for telephone part business, where they store the smoke leaf, where they grow the smoke leaf. There's a break room. He leads you through the break room because the break room has a staircase that goes upward. Upward, the staircase leads to a single landing where there is a series of like mattresses and beds kind of laid out all over the floor. We call this the chill lounge. So you can take any of the mattresses you like. They're all cleaned and made sure they're all handled with. There's also the bathroom over there, and he points to the only door in the area, so you can go in there and use the bathroom. The walls in this area are adorned with plenty of smoke leaf paraphernalia. Like it's 421.
And she
Oh,
really
Jesus
gone all in on
Christ.
this.
well, yeah, it's my kind of like Artigua. Son kind of like finazzes it. Here, look at this. He points at a mural he created. Depicts a smoke leaf behind the rays of a sun.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so feel free to
Man,
help yourself, Cyrek, with the shower. I'll be with Honey Doll downstairs talking business.
And there's a spare towel in here as well.
Oh man, I need to give you everything, don't I? He rummages around. Here.
yeah.
Shut up, you. He throws the towel at Cyrek. Here you go.
Thank you.
Do you want spare clothes too?
Unless you have the exact same thing that I'm wearing, I don't think that's an issue. I'll just dust those off.
Okay, you sure? I mean, I could find like novelty wear shirts and pants for you. We have plenty of those.
I'm good. I love my current fit way too much to gear up that easily. I
All
mean,
right,
look at the scarf.
it is a fancy scarf. Well, enjoy yourself and come on downstairs when you're ready.
Yeah.
And with that, Cyrek takes a shower for up to 30 minutes. It's about 5:40. At this point, after you're done taking your shower, do you plan to go to bed here or leave?
Probably sleep, because I don't think he has sense of sleep yet.
Okay, so then we'll continue with everyone else as the day will basically will start at 10 a.m.
Wait,
Yeah. What? What am I waiting for?
everyone's day starts at 10?
Something like that, yeah.
I thought Falcone had church service at 8.
Yeah, he has church service at 8. Doesn't mean Falcone's up at 8.
I guess he was going to service.
Yeah, because Timothy runs services.
Yeah, it turns out even when hungover, he's a really good aim with that empty whiskey bottle.
Yeah, no, Falcone has a lifetime experience of training that ear of his to the hallway, and he can tell by simply like 3 or 4 footsteps your weight and probable height.
Weight and probable height. Yeah. You know what? Edmund's still going to go to that church service.
That's fine. If you want to be the most earliest person, then we'll have you as the first person on the turn order for that. That means Falcone's going to be going next. We'll have Lance go, and then who do you want to choose between? Loon, Cynric, or Alistair?
Go to Alistair for now.
Okay. So let's start with Edmund, who wakes up at around 8:40, because we're gonna be we're gonna be realistic to humans. You want to be 8 o'clock, but you wake up at 8:40. Like, oh, okay, wait, maybe I overslept. Especially sleeping on the floor, and especially after everything that's happened to you. You see Lance taking up the whole couch, snoring obnoxiously free.
All right. Before Edmund leaves.
Oh, here we go.
Edmund is gonna chuck 10 gold at Lance's head just because, and then
gonna
walk
roll-
out.
I'm gonna roll a D100. Hold on.
For chucking. What, you were gonna see if the suit turned on while he was asleep?
No, something even funnier. But the coin harmlessly hits Lance in the head.
And he's gonna walk as he's leaving. He's gonna walk to the receptionist and go, can you pass a message along to the ranger for me?
Sure. What can I help you with?
Can I have a pen and paper?
Okay, she gets a pen and paper.
Edmund's gonna write down his phone number on the pen and paper and hand it to the receptionist. When you give this to him, tell him I apologize for the commotion last night. Lance responded, and I had no idea that would happen. He would know what that means.
Okay.
And then he's gonna leave to go to church.
Take me to church. All right. So you begin walking.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's
The
not
most
that far.
dangerous thing you can do in Spiral City is walking.
Even in Travail?
Even in
Baptized,
Travail.
baby.
All right.
All that D20.
Not yet.
D20 or D100?
No, it's going to be D100. The only time we use D20s is for life set throws. But
Oh
not
my
yet.
god, I forgot.
Right now, the scene is Edmund's leaving. The camera panels back upstairs. Well, yeah, would panel. I mean, who else would be awake at this time? I mean, Alistair, are you awake? Would you be awake at around 8:40?
Yeah.
Fucking no.
Nerd.
Okay. So,
I mean, that is where he gets his int from.
all right.
Nerd.
Oh. Alistair, you're awake. Oh, no, Ezekiel's not in your room. He's always in the laboratory.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. So sorry. Yeah, we panel over to Alistair, who's gotten out of the bus stop and made his way back to his dormitory, and it was Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday morning, and so there's no classes today for Alistair. He's more of a Monday through Friday sort of class dude. And so, Alistair, how do you feel waking up after that night of? And what has Alistair been up to during the past few weeks?
Well, like I said before, he was trying to study further to hone his relic crafting skills. I think last night, he's a bit upset that Sun Lighting is dead. He feels he's partly responsible for that because he did shoot her, and that kind of indirectly led to her situation. But he's gonna shake it off to get Falcone's armor.
Okay.
So probably want to like call Falcone and reconfirm what he wants for the armor like one more time before he does it.
Okay, you're gonna call Falcone this early in the morning.
Or later.
Hard. Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
I want to live,
hold
so
on.
later.
I'm down for right now. Do you want to do it right now?
That's his call.
Do you want to wake up the Hell Beast?
Actually, he'll check up on Zector first before that.
Oh.
You know, you can always come by the church. You never come by the church.
He's
Just lots.
never been to the church.
He should. He should go.
The only two of them been there is Lance and Edmund.
He should go.
He doesn't keep the bodies in the basement for long.
Yeah. So you'll be in and out
Then
quickly.
you get. Oh no, you get a smell building up, and people start asking questions. Then you gotta add them to the basement. It becomes a self-perpetuating problem.
So,
What's in the basement?
Cymric, you're gonna do the most dangerous thing in Spiral City and walk.
No.
You could take the bus to the library. It's faster.
Isn't the distance from the dorms to the library usually shorter?
Would you look at it on the map? You
Yeah,
have your range.
yeah.
You have your range halved to only 10 feet.
Okay, I'm looking at the map. I don't see the library. I'm looking. Am I looking somewhere? Am I looking in the wrong spot?
Here, I'll show you on stream.
Yeah, let me load that up. Oh, okay, I see it now.
Correct.
I'm gonna take the bus.
Okay. So, I think you can make it to the bus stop. Yeah, you can make it to the bus stop pretty easily. And that's kind of the thing I'm trying to make more apparent in this role play. It's just the distance, the time it's been taking you guys to get to places, and the resources available when you don't have a vehicle or other means to move around. And I want to just make all the aspects of this role play feel like there's, actual things going on. Like it actually feels like a city kind of deal. Oh, hold on. I also want to move this guy around because it's early in the morning. What the Wayward Sun doing?
Fine.
Oh, actually, speaking about moving Wayward Sun, Edmund,
Yeah.
you are walking around onto the streets. We'll get to you in a second, but I just remembered something.
Uh-oh.
So, we're gonna move Alistair over to the bus stop, and he's going to begin waiting for the bus early in this morning. Your odds are higher because it's early in the morning, and buses tend to actually have their schedules right before the afternoon.
I have not some.
Make sure to give the bus driver a gold piece to make it happy.
So,
It's like going down to Mexico and giving somebody a $10 tip. That's probably more than they're gonna see in a week's worth.
So wait, so Lance would be at 10?
He'll be at like around 9-ish.
Falcone, when are you waking up?
Oh, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, about that.
Yes, the agent of chaos.
Edmund's gonna play that cassette tape.
Sorry. Having to do the roleplay bits that I can't do on stream. Man, I am doing it both. I'm doing it in multiple places. Where was I? So Falcone's 11 o'clock. Lance is going to be at 9:40. That means we're going to follow Edmund for a bit more. Edmund, you begin walking down the block.
Oh God.
The worst thing you can do in Spiral City because you're going to get mugged.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe we should have took the bus. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm thinking about it. Can I? I should probably take a taxi.
Too late.
I was gonna
It's
say, too
happening.
late, you're walking. So I'm making you the
Yeah.
easiest route walking down, and you've already, like, you're nervous about making your movement, but you decide to, like, follow through, like, with nervous energy, like, maybe it'll be fine.
I'm from Gridiron. I'll be fine.
Yeah. Event
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Before that event happens, reaction to the event happening. I'm loading up Devil's Right Hand with the mason jar.
Make a dexterity check for me. You had to pass an 11.
An 11.
Yep.
I'm junctioning them. Right in public. I don't care. And I'm going to junction with range. So let me just
So, the reason why I needed the 11 dexterity, I imagine it takes, like, it's a required, like, finesse of your hands, and to load the jug perfectly into the opening as to not spill the contents of it on the floor or anywhere around you. And then to
No,
load...
he's shoving the entire mason jar in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, yeah. Just to do it in a fluid motion, not to get yourself caught up. So, with that being done, the event happens. There was going to be a rolled event, but there is actually a pre-scripted event that supersedes random events.
And Edmund has his anima out.
So, Edmund, as you're walking down the street and you feel a sudden like tingle of fate hit the air, and you pull out your revolver instinctively, shoving the jar as fast as you can into the revolver's empty black maw, creating how many bullets do you have in that thing?
6.
Yeah, creating 6 bullets for you. As you stand there waiting for something to happen, it doesn't happen immediately, but surely enough, you begin to notice that something's flying towards you. At first,
What?
it's this small metallic object, and as it gets closer, it's silver in color.
Is that a damn GoBot?
Hey yo, don't talk about my
Good
board
shape.
boy like that.
Is that
It's Psykill.
a GoBot?
I hate you. The metallic bird rests on top of a large orbish light construct. The bird picks at it once or twice before looking up at Edmund, before playing a voice tape recorder embedded in his chest. This is the dying wish of Arson. The last recorded voice of Arson that can exist because of Wayward Son. Arson, if you will.
Wait, what's on? I'm sorry I got you into this mess. I want you to go fly and be free. Find someone worthy. Someone better than me to take you. Take this with you. Be free.
The voice clip ends. It picks at the gold, the white orb once again, and then looks at Edmund.
Is this mine?
It looks at you like patiently.
Edmund reaches for, well, it's a bird. So Edmund slowly goes to pet the bird.
It leaps back. As it does so, it leaves the orb there for you to grab. But it does not seem to be defensive or willing to attack. It just simply hops away from it.
Edmund picks up the Cimmeril.
The energy of the Cimmerlis surges through your veins. It's like a several monster energy drinks at once sort of sensation. You've unlocked your third AP ability as long as you hold the Cimmerlis.
Wonderful.
As you hold the Cimmerlis in your hand, there is a sudden flush of image that you can see faintly Anatar with his Cimrillus, and Flame Wrath with hers.
I can't communicate to these two, can I?
Not at the current moment. It's more like because the exchange, ownership has been exchanged. Now ownership is kind of aware of who owns what.
Anatar is gonna kill me.
I want to kill him.
You have no idea.
Edmund looks at the bird, and well, Edmund puts the Cimrillus in his pocket, like his inner coat pocket,
Yep.
and looks at the bird on him, and again tries to pet it.
It hops away one more time before flying up to a light post. It sits there before finally looking at Edmund for the last few moments and then taking off on its own. Wayward Son is now looking for the last part of his obligation. Someone worthy to have his power.
Why did it give me the Cimrill?
Edmund, you've proven yourself worthy. Sure, you've killed a few people, and even Sun himself. You definitely took that guy out before I gave the death saving throws. It's all in the intent of your actions and choices that have always been in the attempt of saving and reducing damage. Saving lives and reducing damage. You made the article. Your choices in the Novus Arc have been seen and noticed by Wayward Son, because he wields the Cimrillus. Basically omniscience for most of the users holding it, using it. And especially an anima power, anima force. A specific anima that has the ability to use the Cimrillus to gain its own sentience can to definitely be able to deduce where anima frequencies are just by looking around. I mean, how else would have known where to find Edmund immediately? Any case, you've been chosen because of all the basically your better good deeds. Not to say that Alistair himself isn't a good boy or anyone else isn't a good person. It's just specifically Edmund has been going out of his way to ensure and work in the better interest of everyone he's come across. And even those that he hasn't. Fair enough?
Yes.
Anyone object to my ruling?
Your ruling being,
Edmund getting the
Edmund getting.
Cimrillus.
I mean, I'm not a reason to say no.
That's his decision what he does going forward. Hey, that's a pretty walk you got there. Be real ashamed of you. I don't know, dropped in the sewer.
Edmund, how do you feel wielding the Cimrillus now?
Edmund is conflicted because he knows he must go back to the Sauntering Stallion. However, he also needs to go beat the shit out of Falcone.
No, you can. That's the Cimrillus in hand.
Wait a minute, I didn't think that through. I don't know, but yeah, we go over to Alistair, who's waiting for the bus. Hi, Alistair. How's the bus? How's it waiting for the bus?
Oh, who just said hi to me again?
Me.
Oh, hello. Morning.
The bus is not here yet.
Oh. Oh boy. Here's hoping it comes. Oh. I see you rolled an 80.
The bus has not arrived. Yeah, the bus has not arrived yet.
Been waiting here for like 20 minutes.
Shut up,
This is
you.
bullshit.
The time will be around 9:10ish. Edmund, what do you want to do now? You're the more active player in the roleplay.
Call a cab.
Cool.
We're going to church.
You call a cab service, and the cab service says they'll take you to Falcone's church for 150 gold.
Done.
Okay. You'll be there in the next turn. Otherwise, at this point, we go back. You're waiting for your cab. The time goes up to like 9:15, 9:20ish, and then we go back to Alistair waiting for the bus. The bus has arrived.
Thank goodness.
The bus is normal. They're regular paid passengers. There's nothing special about this bus ride.
Alistair's inside is just crying in joy.
You sit
Don't turn
down.
around, Alistair.
You sit down, and whilst the ride itself is practically normal, there are still patrons on the bus, some of which don't really stand out to you. Damn, it is always the one anime character with the hairstyle that stands out. Him right there, that guy. I pointed him. You see him?
No,
Like-
oh, now I see him.
He's like sitting at the window side too, looking out the window.
What does he look like?
Green mohawk, very shaved side of the head, so only the green shirt mohawk. Tattered black jean outfit with the vest and everything.
Oh yeah, he's definitely an anime usual.
Very punkish. So
Middle of the stream. 'Cause I don't see them.
no, you don't. You won't see this. This is just a in the moment roleplay thing. I don't have assets.
Oh. Okay, my bad.
No worries. You don't have to do anything other than stay on the bus if you like.
Yeah, so I was just gonna vibe in the bus.
I like how you switched to Alistair's artwork. All right, and the bus goes on. And the
Wheels on the
wheels-
bus go round and round and round, round and round. Wheels
Edmund,
on the
you make
bus.
your way to Falcone's church. Lance, you wake up. So we'll deal with Lance first. Good morning, Lance. Wake up, Lance. The time is now 9:45. Wake up, Lance. The time is now
Lance is slowly-
9:45.
Lance is slowly getting up. I'm like, oh. Oh, because he's kind of like,
Juniper knocks on
trying
the
to
door.
remember.
You wake?
Oh, yeah, hey, Juniper. Funny enough,
She has folders in her
Yeah.
hand. Uh-huh.
I had a nightmare, but I can't remember it now.
Huh. That's unfortunate. She walks over to Lance's desk and puts She has about 4 vanilla folders. Here,
What the hell is this?
you have to sign out all these documents. They're the account reports that you gave to the ranger, and now we have to triplicate it by actual signatures. Verifying the meetings, the recording.
I don't know how to do script. All I can do is write and print.
Then just write and print. No one's asking you other than to write your name and sign it on each paper. You have to make sure you read over all 322 documents.
Do I really have to read over it?
Lance, this is what's part about being part of the legal part. If we don't do this part right, Novus can call for what's it called? Unfair treatment and abuse done by the Travail Police Department. And if we don't have the right property,
Unfortunately, he's dead. I don't think a ghost can make a lawsuit against
She
us.
frowns. We don't know if he's dead. Did you make sure he was dead?
Well, Edmund said he was dead. He was here last night.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's dead.
Well, Lance looks at her like as he's getting ready to do this stuff. Well, he literally told me, yeah, he's dead, but he's a ghost now.
Even more reason.
Hey,
She places the folders and looks at Lance defiantly. Even more reason for you to get the paperwork done sooner.
how long is this gonna take, man?
Your intelligence score is going to make it a plus 4 hour endeavor. It's a day long. It's entire day of work for you, of simply just finding the place in the paper to sign your name.
There's little windows in this room, so Lance can't tell how long it's been, but he's gonna start walking on it. Oh, before he does, I'm gonna look at the I said the white hole sun orb. How does it look?
It's glowing faintly. You can use its ability 1 effects: teleportation,
Well,
a slight ability of foresight, and slight omniscience.
I better just keep leaving it off. I'm gonna just do my damn work for the day. As Lance begins to. What the hell am I supposed to sign?
She's
At the
gone.
bottom.
No, she's not there anymore.
Oh.
That's the difficulty in why Lance is going to have the entire day forcing him to do all his paperwork.
Begins to walk diligently as best as he can. And sometimes he messes up, doesn't realize he did. He signs not out of place, but he signs above the place he was supposed to sign.
Signed in the spot that isn't supposed to be signed. It says "Do not sign here."
And he writes, okay.
You
No,
said
he
donut.
writes. No, he writes up on that space. Okay, I won't sign here.
Truly a work of art. Edmund, you make your way to the front of the church. Edmund?
Edmund is going to walk into the church.
The door is open for sermon, as there are some parish members who are already in the pews. There are about 5 or 6 members, some of
Edmund's
which are...
gonna Edmund's gonna put dust and ashes away before he does it, though.
Cool. As you take yourself into the company of the church, into the pews itself, you see that there are about equal ratio of men and women, but they all seem to be middle-aged, and they all seem to be in quiet sermon. They're bowing their heads, and they're actually like in prayer. Each of these people seem to be carrying small trinkets colored in bright yellow. So either a handkerchief or prayer beads, or religious iconology colored in yellow. But they seem to be in some sort of deep prayer. And Timothy is the one leading sermon.
Do I see Father Nero anywhere?
Nero is not here.
Damn. Is there any spots at the back?
Most of the people in the pews are kind of scattered about. There are four long pews in total. There are 3 pews that make up 2 different aisles. 2 separate aisles. So there's 2 different aisles with 2 rows of 3 pews. And basically each pew in each area is kind of filled already. So there is a spot essentially by yourself in each area in the back, but there's also still someone sitting on the very far end of your bench. You know what I'm saying?
What about the front?
Same deal. Like I said, there's just like a few people here, but they all manage to take up as much space as they can.
Edmund is going to, well, not walk down the center of the aisle, it'd be rude, but he's going to go like around the right side and sit at the very first pew and cross his legs and look at Brother Timothy.
And
Brother Timothy.
You take a better look at Brother Timothy. He's a rather unassuming Caucasian male, black hair and a bowl cut, brown eyes, but seems rather passionate in the words that he's speaking, and he seems rather indignative about the true nature of the society that is Spiral City, and how it is by prophecy the yellow only held up by the virtues of those that give as much as that give only freely to others around them, and with a passionate energy that the city continues to thrive on. But that kind of energy alone can't continuously be given without itself being able to get back. And so Timothy calls for the parish to, seize their energy, that you represent the yellow, and that while you can be passionate, do not give on to others your energy so freely. Fight for it, as Spiral City should be fighting against. We should be fighting against the Spire for stealing our energy. And that's sort of the conversation they're having.
Now, this is something I can get behind. Fighting against the Spire. It's quite a shame that that boy doesn't understand all this is bullshit.
You see that the parish around Brother Timothy seems rather worked up with him and kind of, in solidarity, chanting with him and like praisals, like, yes, to the yellow, and through the yellow that this can be divined, stuff like that.
Praise be to the yellow. Damnation to the red.
What did I sign up for? Edmund is not going to be participating in these chants whatsoever. He's just going to still look at Brother Timothy.
Brother.
Yeah, brother. I corrected myself and said brother.
Brother! Sorry. 1 second. Just give me a second. Look at your notes real quick. I wrote notes somewhere about something important. Is it here? Yeah, here it is. Yeah. 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 Everything's going correctly. So, you're not going to be part of it, but you just continue to listen in on to the sermon that continues to rattle forward. It would go on. It would go on till like 10 or 10:30.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because Father Falcone ain't waking up till 11. This is a rather intense. These are rather intensive morning sermons.
And Nero's nowhere to be found.
Not at the current moment, but you do notice that the church is slowly filling up with people.
Oh hell. Is there like a like a side door?
No, not in particular, but you can still leave.
No. He just wants to leave the common area. He doesn't want to leave the fuck, it's been so long since I've been to church.
Take me to church. You want to wait outside?
No.
Because you're sitting in the pews area where the prayer is taking place.
Yeah, he's like, is there anyone else around Brother Timothy, like any other church staff?
No, the church is ran by a very small amount of people.
So it's just Brother Timothy right now, nobody else.
Nobody else.
Where's Falcone's office?
It would be in the back. You have been there before.
Yeah.
Wait, have you been there before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so you would know where it is. While you're deciding,
probably locked.
Alistair, we're to skip you 2 bus stops ahead, and you've arrived at the, what's it called? The bus stop that's called Upper Canopy Bus Stop. You can see the large canopy that's the slope, creating the Hammer District's unique canopy district. Alistair?
It seems to learn something new about the city every day.
You get off the bus and you find that you just have to walk a few. You have to spend the next turn just walking up to the library. You have been to the library before. You know the place pretty. You know this area pretty well.
Oh, before I forget, did Lance give Alistair the golden eyeball?
No, I gave the golden eyeball to Yada Gada.
Yanagata goes, "No, I gave the golden eyeball to Edmund."
No, Edmund
How?
gave the
I wasn't
golden
there.
eyeball.
No, that's the joke.
Oh
But yeah,
God, all eyes.
go ahead.
Before we go to Alistair, how's All Eyes taking it?
Taking what?
This whole congregation thing.
Oh, well, we'll deal with that just when we get back to you. Hold on. Because Alistair's done with his turn. Lance is doing paperwork for the rest of the day. Falcone.
Well, not for the rest of the day.
Denny, you're stuck for the rest of the day there.
No, when we were supposed to go back to Squad Zero, the site.
Yeah, first the paperwork has to be done first. And Lance isn't too smart. I already said he's going to have to spend the entire day there with your D4 intelligence.
What? Lance? Paperwork.
Can I use my junction ability to make it faster?
Huh?
Can I junction to make it go faster?
Give me
Would
half your
Jennifer-
AP. Give me half your AP.
Okay,
Would Jennifer even help you out as well?
No.
No, she clearly laughed. And yeah, take my half my AP. I'm down to 4.
Yeah. You also take a point of exhaustion, so I'd say your dexterity stat has gone down 1 die stat too.
Oh, fuck, I'm down to T10.
So Lance, you would be done by 12 o'clock p.m. Using God's rocket by pushing yourself to the furthermost limits of your strength.
Oh, he even activates the suit's battle mode.
Just to do the paperwork. So still, you're aggressively locked out the roleplay until 12 p.m. Edmund, we go back to you. Whilst the sermon is going on, you ask the entity, what does it think about the yellow? Right?
Yeah.
Spend an AP.
Okay, that's fine. You better get hunger for these nuts here, quick.
Call it nuts, call it balls, I'll still gobble your AP. So, you asked him his opinion? Its opinion?
Yeah, he's not trying to contact her for anything. He just wants to know what he thinks about going to church.
You suddenly get blind in the right eye. You can't see from it. Like, it goes completely black, as if you put your hand on your eye. Huh. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm just here to see Falcone. But I was wondering what you think about this whole service thing. Everybody.
There's a pause before your eye gets right back into like your regular vision. It's helpful. It's like genuine. What do you want me to say about it?
I just want to know your opinion. Maybe you're not so bad after all.
Well, I mean, redacted. I mean, redacted. Always had a sense of like hope and feeling, and try to make everything better than it is. This is just a small example of why this couldn't redacted exist. No, sorry. This is a small example why this could have existed on redacted, simply because redacted wouldn't have allowed such a thing to exist. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's a nice
Edmund can put 2 and 2 together. The first redacted was whatever the whatever the entity of yellow is, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Edmund has the intelligence.
I can't
He just doesn't know the name.
Yeah, I can't confirm or deny. Hey, do me a favor though. Scratch it, redacted, on the side of the wall, was here. He'd hate that. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Well, there's a slight problem with that. Every time you say those names, I don't hear them. It literally just gets lost into the void.
Maybe I
Oh,
can spell
you
it for
can't hear
you.
the names. Huh.
Yeah.
What if I spell it out? Redacted, 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 redacted,
Nope. It's all
redacted.
going to the void.
Hey,
Hold on, it continues for the next 20 minutes really loudly in your ear.
they're like, and one of the letters actually gets
God.
revealed. Hey, wait, hold on. What I said a level? That's not even one of anyone's name. I gotta start off.
Yeah, it starts to get. At this point, we're going to go back towards what is it called? Alistair at 11 o'clock, who made his way finally towards the library. The library is a close distance. Doesn't trigger a event dice roll as you make your way to the library and towards your father's specific study. You pull the specific book. You reveal the hidden partway, and you find Zector still working diligently on the computer terminal. Well, no, not the computer terminal, on his own terminal that he's created. Since you've been gone, Zector has been now posting pictures of like diagrams of Spiral City, marking some places. He has some diagrams of like robots that you fought in the lower Spire event. He has some of the robots that you actually fought on the on the floor around you. He's actually been making use of the workplace.
You've been busy. How you holding up?
Zector looks over before like unmagnifying his eyes because it's like more impressed into his face, but then he looks over. Oh, Alistair, it's been about 4 days since I've last seen you. How
So
goes?
it goes a bit strangely. Have you heard of? Does his name come up in your database? One Doctor, Dusty Novus.
Yes, Dusty Novus is considered the progenitor of researcher for the leading biomedical field. It would be hard pressed not for a robotic android like myself not to know basically the grandfather of robotics.
Have you actually ever met the guy?
No,
You're not missing much.
he's a little here, he's a little there.
You don't believe the stuff that he was up to. So he explains to Zector and what he learned from what he heard from Lance and the others.
Zector gives him has a rather neutral face and responds almost as neutrally cold by saying, "It's understandable someone of his intellect would have such a facility. After all, the anima field of anima is basically untapped and requires specific research and experimentation, despite the cruelty behind it."
Yeah, it's real messed up. I wonder what he was up to.
Judging by his nature and bioengineering and biomechanical nature, it's hard to it'll be hard for any of us to specifically tell what he was tailoring and what he was doing. We're talking about a genius who has been working for over 50 years in a long-standing career. The allegations towards Dusty Novus and his fall from the Novus family happened about 20 years ago. So Novus has been
Oh,
a really established field man and had the like prestige and all, and then threw it all away and disappeared into obscurity. This is the first time that the greater public has heard the name Novus.
do you know what he did to lose his prestige?
As according to what public information is available to the upper spire, from the people from the upper spire to the lower spire, it's simply left off that a terrible incident occurred at a hospital he worked at. There isn't a specific what happened, but the casualty rate is considered to be above 120.
What?
That's fair.
It's reported that Novus was had been assumed the only survivor for almost 3 years before they discovered a survivor who managed to survive under the debris, hiding away from the rescuers in fear of being brought back to Novus.
Is there any data on the survivor or the hospital where this took place?
All of it's in the upper spire, so that sort of information is specifically locked behind upper spire metrics.
Shoot. I don't want to go in there. None say absolutely have to.
We won't have well if you're looking to hunt Novus, you won't have to. He's not in the upper spire. They banished him. The Novus family has been the entire family line has been banished from the upper spire.
Wow, they even banished his family too? I feel bad for them. I still want to know what he was doing so that way if there's anything interesting we could, I don't know, use it to prevent the world reset.
Sorry, 1 second. Say it one more time. I'm sorry. Just got caught up with messages.
What was I saying? So, do you at least know where the hospital? Oh, wait, no. I already asked that. I wish we could learn more about what Novus was doing, so we could, I don't know, create more tools to help us fight against the black hole sun, and maybe I don't know,
Oh,
give you an anima-related power up.
huh? Give me an anima power related upgrade?
Yeah, because you still can't see them, right?
Correct. But I found the most efficient way of fighting an anima user is to simply take one out before they have the chance to use their powers anyway. You're all still rather human.
So, are you saying you're gonna like bind their heads so they can't summon it?
Um, Zector reveals his right hand to turn into a blade arm. I've made modifications to my body. I think I've created myself to be a bit more of a melee expert, if you will. Or I can turn myself into a range, or I could turn myself into a range expert and keep away from a user before they can even use a power on me. It all depends.
Well, I see that Melee has been yourself since we met. How strong is your new blade?
Huh? Oh, due to your father's research and research papers that I've been able to slowly but surely siphon from the main computer, I've been able to work with a forge over here to create relic blades for me. They're rare for now, but they do 2d10 damage plus my strength stat.
Wow, nice job. I hope I can make swords like these someday.
Yes, the relics, the you should be able to as well. I mean, after all, you are Dr. Kaysen's son.
Yeah, I mean, look, sharing his charm. It's just the first small step towards that.
Did you bring any news about? So you talked about the black hole sun earlier. I understand that there's the fragments. Do we know any updates about them? Lance is okay.
We've got 2 fragments in our hands now, thanks to Lance.
Well, that means then the greater chance of the apocalypse occurring has probably been averted.
Yeah. Sonic is a bit salty though. He wishes it could have been him that got it back, but his priority was rescuing Steiner.
It's good to hear that Steiner was also rescued. Well, I didn't even know Steiner was gone.
All right. Noah's kidnapped them. And sudden lightning. Sadly, lightning is dead.
I was gonna say, yeah. At, at that point, the ad lib goes through that. What's it called? Sector figure finds out about the events of Nova's arc. I see. He sits back in his chair. He looks at Cyrus, not Cyrus, Alistair and goes,
Alistair.
"Are you okay?"
I I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a bit terrible since if I hadn't shot her, she might have not been in this mess.
Incorrect. My analysis and my processing of the situation goes as the following: 67% chance likelihood of the following parameters. Sudden lightning was already in the business. No matter what you have done, could not have changed her fate. Whatever pact she sealed with a greater power she's dealt with, she knew the consequences of trying to rat out to another authority. So she was silenced because of her actions. Despite you and what you might have done towards her, it would not have changed the outcome, the overwhelming outcome that was her death. You cannot blame yourself for it.
I see. Especially if we could have saved her, she might have been a great asset to our team.
Questionable. Her ranking in the Heroes League isn't high at all. Her anima powers may have been impressive, or even just mediocre at best, but probably due to her tenacious, some portion of her personality or other physical limitation prevented her from getting higher in the rankings. Would like to assume something with personality, due to the fact that her power, as I understand, is electricity. It's a rather strong ability, if you don't mind me saying. An android made of biomechanicals and electrical energy, as well as a human. Do you know that it doesn't take much of electrical? I don't actually know how much it takes, but there's a certain amount of voltage a human body can take before.
Yes.
I just forgot it, but yes, exactly quote it. So her anima could have been very effective, but chances are that her personality or some other layman excuse prevented her from rising up higher. Meaning, she probably wouldn't have been a good ally at the end game. Alistair, what is it?
It's more than 50.
Okay, more than 50.
No. But that depends on who you are.
Well, yeah. What do you plan?
At that point, it's just some say it's 42, some say it's 50. It depends on the human. It also depends on like if they're grounded, if they're not grounded, if there are any other heart conditions, if they have any other conditions. It's basically just Darwinism Darwinism.
All right, so I like Falcone. Light up Falcone. Let the hell beast arise.
I guess I'll try to think about it too much. Sometimes these things just can't be helped.
Especially with the line of business that we have found ourselves in, Alistair. Unfortunately, casualties are all part of war, or this kind of invisible war. I understand the market district has been on lockdown. Do you know anything about that?
I wouldn't know. I wasn't there myself. He was very messy though.
What will you do now, Alistair? Continue your studies?
Well, before I answer that, how are how's your deciphering going?
I am about 10% into your father's studies. It will take me a long time.
Are
There's
you doing okay? Do you not need a break?
I am a android. No, I do not require a break. I am keeping
Well,
my pace is being reduced as I am spending more of my time on the spiral net, paying attention and intercepting police line communications, and popular media trends in order to follow through and see what's going on throughout the city.
I see. It pick up anything. Then how about then hiding emotionally?
I don't understand.
Oh boy. I guess you're not bored, antsy, uncomfortable as I left you alone these days.
No, I am fine. I do not require sustenance. I do not need sleep. I was given a task, and I am simply performing it to the best of my ability. I have performed Night Cycle about 2 times throughout the last 4 days since we've met each other.
And you're not overheating from all this.
No, I'm designed for this purpose.
Do you need to get compressed air and spray any dust off of you?
No, I can maintain myself perfectly fine. Though the adjusters appreciate it, Alistair. Okay, son.
All right then. I'm glad you're doing well. Did you pick up anything interesting from SpiralNet? Almost just Platnet.
No, Spiral Net. And hold on, let's make an intelligence. Let's not intelligence check. Let's make an event roll. Woo! He barely passed it. Check it out. There's a report about some sort of massive creature stalking around North Caribbean. Some say it's in the dock area.
That that doesn't sound good.
Mm-hmm. I've been following the police reports in the area, and they seem to be escalating since this morning.
Looks like that armor Vincent had might come in handy sooner rather than later.
Armor?
Yeah, I got. He asked me to make him some armor, so after I'm done here, I'm gonna go talk to him one more time, reconfirm what he wants, and then go to Mr. Dumas.
Okay. Be safe out there.
You too.
Well, I'm down here.
I know, but it's a thought that counts. I think you'll understand someday.
You'll understand when you're older, cyborg.
Alistair, when you open the door, as the cutscene ends for you, the door opens and you see Lance standing there with his hands crossed, wearing a Supreme Mountain jacket. In the beginning of Ultra Instinct, Dragon Ball Z plays. Din, din, din. It's just a meme. Like, you ever seen the drip?
Yeah, I saw the drip. Lance just throws like a bunch of gang signs. Dun, dun, dun.
But anyway, Alistair, you leave the library. And where are you off to?
Hey,
Am I off now?
Mm-hmm.
I think before I leave, what time is it again?
It's around 11 o'clock.
oh, that means Falcone wakes up.
Mm-hmm. And the sermon's coming to an end.
I'll wait a bit and then call him.
Raindrops are falling on his head. Falcone, your alarm clock's going off. Do 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 do.
What would Falcone's alarm clock be?
I don't know what it is, but it's playing right now.
Eternal screams.
Hey,
Lance
I'm
screaming.
waking up here. Hey, Garbanzola, wake up.
You got to make money to spend
Throw it
money.
across the room.
Wait, sorry, say it again.
Take alarm clock, throw across the room.
Hey, a dickweed. You tried that last week. I'm still alive.
Tried that last week.
Level the shotgun on it.
Damn.
Falcone's like being woken up.
Quit.
It's 11 a.m. Time for Spiral City, Travail City News
Hold
Update.
on. Falcone, you level a shotgun. You left one shell in the shotgun just for this morning. You knew this shit was gonna happen last night. Bang! Edmund, you hear the loud shotgun shell. Timothy kind of jumps at it.
Edmund like raises his eyebrow at Timothy.
Oh, hello
What's
there.
the truth?
Yes, that just seems to be Falcone waking up. The bishop waking up.
Is Edmund the only one left in the?
Because most of the parish at this point have kind of like went outside to go talk amongst themselves and get ready for lunch.
How's the media coming in? Like Travis.
I kind of figured that it was Falcone waking up.
What can I do for you?
You seem to be very enthusiastic about your sermon.
When I was younger, I was touched by the yellow. Not inappropriately. There was an accident that occurred. My father and mother were in a terrible bus accident, and it would have taken all of our lives. I had given prayer to and thought towards yellow, and a pair of almost feather-like wings saved me and my family. And ever since, I've become a devoted follower. And I've used my connections in the Cardinals to push my faith forward, hoping one day to gather a following strong enough to be my own organization.
It's very very touching that happened to you. But I would like to make a complaint, and I would like to speak to your manager.
He rolls eyes. Very well.
Not about you. Not about you. You did
that's good.
absolutely wonderful.
Well, call the shotgun shell down the hole.
Edmund does so.
He might shoot it again.
That's fine.
The cutscene goes back to Falcone with a shell reloading the shotgun shell because you've noticed the alarm clock is still standing. Hey, big guy! I still got room for more.
Why is his alarm clock a fucking?
Let's get up and get dressed. Not dealing with the alarm clock today.
Mm-hmm. As you get yourself dressed, the alarm clock just quietly stops taunting you because it's goes into a buzz mode. And how would you knock on the door, Edmund?
First off, Edmund just heard a shotgun be fired from the room. So he's going to have his revolver drawn and knock on the door. And while he knocks
if you're
on the
with
door,
the government, fuck off.
And if your line step in, I have a shell for you.
And after he says that, he racks the shotgun.
Okay. So
hold on, I'm thinking. Yeah, it's the IRS. You haven't paid your taxes, Falcone.
Oh, and open the door. I've got them right here.
Edmund points the barrel of his revolver through the door.
Oh, I bet it'll be one hell of a bullet.
Actually, Falcone, in the spur of the moment, you might mistaken that as the Ranger's revolver.
Now, I thought you and I had an agreement. I think you're going back on it, and I don't take kindly to that. My friend and you may have to have a conversation.
Oh, that's good. I kind of wanted to talk to your friend Falcone. It's Edmund. I was making sure you were okay.
Why wouldn't I be okay?
I heard a shotgun blast.
Yeah, I was turning the alarm clock off.
Hey,
Edmund's gonna-
it
Edmund's
dies.
going to open. Edmund's going to slowly open the door because he heard the shotgun rack.
I assume that as you open the door, Falcone, are you holding the shotgun at him, or are you?
Oh
just...
yeah, it's pointed right at the door. I have the taxes.
Sure. You open the door, and there's just Falcone standing there. What, 5'9", 5'10"?
Um,
I thought he was like 6 foot something.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry. 6'1".
What's up, boys?
Edmund has seen Falcone before.
Yeah, he's standing tall enough to like have to lower the rifle down, pointed at you.
That's fine. Edmund puts his revolver away.
Now, what exactly do you want?
Well, I have kind of a complaint, and I kind of need the entire church to shut down for maybe about an hour, 30 minutes while we have this conversation.
Now, why exactly would I close my church, send all my associates away, so it's just you and me? What kind of complaint could you have?
Not
all-
associates. The associates, I just don't want the churchgoers. They're very.
They won't be back after sermon's done.
Father Timothy was very, very enthusiastic.
Oh, that's not a good thing. Stop that. They would think this is a church or something.
You would
Now,
think,
pretty soon they'll come hat in hand, asking me for handout. Well, I look like a bloody charity.
According to
Like
the
a
ranger,
church.
apparently you are one.
Oh, that man and I are gonna have some words here soon.
Something anima sanctuary something
Flame wrath.
flame wrath.
Something.
This is what happens when you
Flash.
let Democrats run a city.
Anyway, I got a question about your phone that you have in your little lobby area.
Yeah.
Have you used the phone?
Well, no. Why would I use the phone?
Because Nero tried to use the phone, and he told me the phone didn't work.
Huh.
The phone works. Trust me. The phone works.
When you say the word the phone, the rib cage begins to crush your ribs to stop you from talking.
I'm gonna look down at my rib cage. I can just show him where it's at. You're not gonna stop me. It's in his church.
Hold
Why
on,
are you
Danny.
talking to your best?
Hold on. In your head, Edmund, you hear its regular voice. Don't try to play tough with me, Edmund. This game of yours won't end nicely.
Okay. Falcone, I would like to. I can't believe I'm going to ask this. I need questions asked that only the Hell Beast can answer.
Well, my office is a bit small for him, you see.
And so is your bedroom, unless you were sleeping on your couch.
What?
Are we
Well, he
standing?
doesn't really sleep on a bed now, does he? He's a hell beast.
That's another reason why I suggested closing the church.
Very well, I'll make the call.
Well, the associates can. I assume that other people, members
Listen,
of your
I'll
church.
just tell Brother Timothy to have all the partitioners fuck off for a few hours. All right.
Okay.
Hold on. Damn it! I was gonna say so. Hell's Wrath appears like only the eyes and mouth of it. It would speak quietly into Falcone's ear. It basically translates towards Falcone that it can answer through Falcone, and it'll answer to its best of its abilities, since currently it's interested in hunting this demon.
Well, there might be two. So
Speak your piece. Say it. Speak your piece. Say it with peace. Otherwise, such your geese. I trying to sleep.
Edmund is going to take off or lift up his shirt.
Skin show now, is it? Is this why you want me to send people away?
Edmund's going to point at his rib cage where the tattoo is that he
And as
can
the
see.
camera pan over towards the perspective of Falcone, we see over his shoulders that he can't see the words.
But can the
Edmund, why you
Hellbeast
show
see
me
it?
your titties?
Can the Hellbeast see what's on my ribs?
Alas, it's just a pale skin for me, like hide, iridescent and shiny.
7 out of 10.
So it's not a demon.
Was there
And
any
then puts
rhythm
his-
or rhyme? Or do you like to be in Sublime?
Well, let's just say I made a deal with the devil to kill Novus.
Hell's Beats whispers in Falcone's ear again. Something about, I want to eat that devil.
No, later. Don't have dessert before dinner.
The only problem is I got it from here.
Well, you should have used a condom.
That's why we do this roleplay, ladies and gentlemen. That's why.
That phone, that object that Father Nero couldn't use. Although I don't know why it's being uppity with me now. Did this to me after 3 uses. It's how I knew where.
I'll use it a fourth time. Let's see what happens.
It's how I knew. It's yeah. It might take more of my body.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Silence.
Silence, liberal.
Oh God, it's screaming at me. You know, I think you two's political views would get along. But unfortunately, I can't bring them out because if I do, it will be catastrophic.
No, just shoot yourself in the head. Let me take over afterward. I'll take
The
care of
Persona
the
3.
I'm pretty sure my friend and I could handle whatever your little problem is.
Whoa, that's a fighting words for my block. You gotta understand, I represent a certain echelon. I can't act like a bitch.
Also, I get to use the bathroom, so it's my turn. Just put me in the back of the line.
Will do.
He's calling you a bitch, but we're gonna ignore that for now, Falcone.
Oh, that's big talk from someone who won't even show himself, isn't it?
I wouldn't do that. He one-shot Novus.
Who?
At this point is when Nero would knock on the door. Hey, Falcone, I just want to let you know you're out of clean. Oh, hey, look, it's Edmund.
Yeah, hey.
Yes, hello. You let him inside. We'll talk about it later.
No,
Father
I didn't let
Timothy
him in.
let me inside.
Too bad.
I did not.
Timothy let me.
Yeah, Timothy was running service. The fuck? I was at the kitchen drinking the rest of the creamer.
Actually, no. I let
told you
myself
that
in.
cream is for the entire church, not just you.
Well, tool fucking bad. I needed that after I dealt with Lance last night.
Edmund will turn around at Father Nero at the mention of him drinking all the cream. I hope that was liquid creamer.
Well, we might be having a different conversation about what kind of creamer we're talking about. He reveals a bottle of vodka.
There's also powdered creamer.
Oh, we had that too. Powdered vodka.
Listen, I'm not going to even ask how you can get alcohol by just adding water. All right, we're gonna let that slide. I don't need that in my life today. What did you want to say, Timothy? While I'm having this very important meeting.
No, it's not Timothy. Nero's here.
Nero.
Yeah, no, Nero's just jumping in because he's noticed that his boss is having a conversation. So I'm being a nosy little cunt.
Wait, how did you get? Hold on. How did you get out of the laboratories?
The hell do you mean? We all left to. Wait. Oh, right. Where the fuck have you been?
I made a deal with the devil in order to kill Novus.
You fucking keep
There's a lot
saying
of that going around lately.
Yeah, because if I say any more, especially about I don't know, the certain object that gave it to me, Nero, you know what I'm talking about, it starts crushing my windpipe.
I just gotta finish.
How very
with
Darth
your
Vader.
windpipe. Look, I can make you squeak like a rubber duck. And the next series of moments, Edmund starts squeaking like a rubber duck. See?
Edmund is going to punch himself in the ribs to make
Ow!
him stop.
It stops.
Now,
You know, I could let my friend out and see if he can get rid of your problem there.
So funny thing about that. If I don't mean this in a threatening way myself, but if he winds up killing me, we're gonna have problems.
Well, no, we have a quite lovely burial service here, actually.
No.
Don't worry, you'll be taken care
Neuronauts.
of.
Yeah, we got a nice, lovely burial service.
Voted best in Travail.
Yeah.
3
No,
years
no.
running.
No. Y'all don't understand what I'm.
Look. Nero kind of like pulls up his cup of coffee. Look, listen, you don't understand. You're talking to two seasoned demon hunters. We've handled a lot of shit. You're telling me whatever little issue that you're dealing with that two seasoned hunters can't handle? Novus barely took me down. I had him on his ropes. You saw it. He did not have him on the ropes. I could have killed him. He could not have killed him.
Editor's note.
Yeah, no, editor's note. You could not have killed him.
Novus. Nero, with all due respect, he cut you up like Swiss cheese.
That is true, Nero. You do have that regeneration bit, so you could take those hits.
No.
Falcone's
Even
got
with
a lit cigarette now.
even
When
with
did you
the
start
regeneration.
smoking?
Don't worry about it. It's called product placement.
What? It's terrible for the. He slaps the hand out. He slaps the cigarette out of your hand. It's terrible for the fucking walls outside.
They're my
Edmund's gonna look at
fucking walls, you jackass.
Edmund's gonna look at Nero. 8 out of 10 doctors recommend camels.
Oh,
He
the
pulls
other
out
two doctors are
Jackal.
Clearly communists.
He pulls out Jackal with his right hand and pulls out his bayonet with his left, putting it on his neck. I will blow out your fucking brains after that.
But it's an old commercial.
All right. So what's with Edmund's business here?
I want to know who plays the phone.
The phone? Oh no, the phone has been here since the Cardinals got the build in the first place.
Came with the place, in fact.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's like a novelty phone. What's your problem with it?
Nero, you were here when it happened.
I was?
Listen, Nero's intelligence isn't that high, alright?
I have a D6 in intelligence. I'm
It's
barely
not that
smart.
high, alright?
I'm barely smarter than Lance at a few moments. Where we both excel
Oh, yeah,
is
it's real
combat.
hard to be smarter than McKinley, isn't it? Did you need a backhoe to get under that bar?
Nero glares at fucking Falcone. I'm a better fighter than Lance.
Oh, you're a better fighter than the cripple, are ya? You did need a backhoe, didn't ya?
I don't have to take the shit. He walks off.
What you going?
No, he just walks off. I don't need to take this shit. I killed 5 anima suits. An anima used. He walks off, bitching.
This is what I deal with.
So, who would I have to talk to find out who owned this place before?
It would have been Nero, but he walked off.
Son of a bitch.
Because as far as Falcone knows, the Cardinals just gave it to him.
Is there anybody high up in the Cardinals that are running the West Bay Church?
I don't talk with the West Bay Church that much. I don't like going to West Bay. Bad memories.
I can give you Lance's address.
I have Lance's address.
Yeah. Lance
Please don't
doesn't have a door. Lance doesn't have a door. You can walk right in.
Okay, I'm back.
Please
That's
don't tell
another
people.
day.
Also,
Please don't
Lance.
tell people how I live.
Also, if you really want to, oh yeah, I accidentally killed Lance.
Again?
Living the dream.
So, if Father Neo knows more about this, then I guess I need to flag him down.
He comes back. Yeah, I heard my name. What?
Who do I have to talk to in the Cardinals to find out who owned this church before?
What? The church? Oh, you're gonna have to talk up to the Higher Council, I suppose. That'd be the people who actually handled like the logistics of the Cardinals and of the Cardinals themselves and all. And that operation business would be in Caribbean.
Everything's in fucking Caribbean, isn't it? Every fucking thing is in Caribbean.
Hey! I pick you up by your scruff of your neck. You listen to me, all right?
No, that's in character. That's
I
in
know,
character.
no, I get that, but as your DM, I'm just like, you listen to me, you listen to me, you little shit.
Oh,
Ah, that's how the story's written. Don't give me lip, you motherfucker.
There is absolutely no way in hell you could possibly send a representative either here to JaVale or at the Sounding Stallion, is there?
Wait, what? Wait, what do you want me to do?
There's absolutely no way in hell that you possibly could convince one of those high-ranking people to either come here to JaVale or the Sauntering Stallion, is there?
No, actually, there's an actual really good plausible reason for them to be here. Falcone's opening the church to the sanctuary, so we might actually have a higher cardinal, one of the higher ups come on by. I'm sure we're also gonna see Lino. He'll make an appearance with the Turks.
When exactly are you opening the sanctuary?
No, there's a ceremony coming up.
Yes, Nero. When am I opening this?
When is the
sanctuary?
ceremony?
The ceremony's marked for the it's considered like soft launching. It's already launched, but it's supposed to like have a ceremony at the end of this month.
So I have to wait till the end of the month to talk to one of the suits that run this organization.
I mean, that's how the criminal organizations work, you know?
Edmund looks at Miro.
He looks unabashed.
What do you mean by criminal organization?
I mean, haven't you seen the guns? My guns? The guns that you probably have passed getting to the hallway here? The gun iconography across the entire church? Which,
I thought
at this point, you start to notice that the iconology everywhere is like some sort of representation of a gun, bullet, handle, scope, something like that.
is that Jesus Christ on a cross holding two magnums?
Oh, you notice Buddy
Don't-
Jesus with the...
Don't be a heretic. They're deagles.
I was gonna say, you see Buddy Jesus with the deagles.
Well, I mean, a deagle can be chambered in 44 Magnum, 357 Magnum, and 58. I mean, okay. So
It's like the
I
NRA,
thought-
it's like the NRA's heaven here.
I thought it was just like some like religious thing. I thought it was like your holy symbol. I didn't know it was an actual gun trade.
Falcone, could you open your top left drawer for me?
And Falcone opens the top left drawer.
Inside, there are just handguns and ammunition for them. There's a lot of handguns. That's called that's the spare handgun drawer. In case a minion or two, in case a lackey or two don't got a gun on them.
all Lance appeals, you know.
Yeah, or Lance.
How many guns do you have?
At least 12.
Oh,
Wait, for you personally? What is brother Timothy walking?
Oh,
You don't
Timothy's a
want to know.
pacifist. He don't carry guns.
Now that's a heretic.
Yeah, he don't chamber in firearms, but he chambers in fisticuffs. You ain't never gonna see a better monk fighter than him.
he's an infighter.
So where exactly in Caribbean would I go if I wanted to?
North Caribbean.
Do you have a address?
I'll move the camera up on the roleplay to show you in this district.
And what would I do when I get there? Would I just say, "Hey, I'm from Falcone's church," or would I say, "Father Nero sent me"?
You'd probably introduce yourself as a congregate of the Cardinals. And as soon as they let you in the building and check in for firearms and weaponry, stripping you of the weapons and firearms, you probably shouldn't go there with your stuff that you like. And then they'd ask you if you're to state the business and why the fuck did you come all the way over there to talk to them. And then you can tell them your business.
Well,
You can say, you can name drop Falcone and me. They'll know us.
I'm gonna look over at Falcone. Well, Father, looks like I'm going to North Caribbean. Thank you all for your time. Good luck.
What are you so hella bent about?
This thing is the reason why Novus is dead. This thing also told me things that I cannot repeat.
I mean, you could, but I'll just choke you out.
Also,
You might be into it. Come on, let's figure it
Nero,
out.
Nero Falcone, are you familiar with the common scripture? The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing.
Of course.
That's Novus.
Ow. Hi, Sonny.
My whip's now killing me. I don't know
What's your
why.
intelligence score, Falcone?
6.
Alright, let's make a roll real quick.
Roll for Novus as well.
Nope. Go ahead, roll a
Should I
d6
roll,
for me.
or-
Yeah, you should roll for me. A d6? Nope. They don't understand the phrasing. Like, they don't understand the they know what the phrase means, Evie, but they don't understand the link between Novus and the phrase. What? So, something about Novus's flesh is still strong or something?
No, the flesh is gone, but the spirit. I can't continue on from there.
Yeah, no, you're not making sense. I need the last little bit that you're talking. You're holding back right there. You need to spit it out.
Yeah, if I spit it out, the devil.
Falcone, what's the point of talking to this guy if he's talking half pieces?
If I spit it out, the entity is going to crush my lung again, like it did when I was trying to talk to Falcone.
Oh, come on. You might be into it. Give it a chance.
And then Edmund is going to leave.
No, come on, say it. Don't be a bitch, Edmund. Say it. Say it with your chest.
While also looking at trying to find Father Timothy on his way out. If he can't, that's fine.
Yeah, so while you're leaving, Nero looks back at Falcone. So when are we gonna whack him?
I'm not gonna whack him.
Come on, we haven't whacked anybody in a long time, Falcone.
Listen, when Reno gets here, you're more than free to beat him up, alright?
I can't
You
kill
him.
Reno. He's part of the Turks. That automatically means there's protection and there's clauses against activities towards members of the Cardinals.
I'm
Just
still
give me
gonna
the
eat
word.
him.
I'll whack Lance.
You and I both know that Lance could take you.
Oh no, there's no buses to go to the market district, is there?
Market district still in lockdown.
Fuck.
You aren't whitelisted.
How's Edmund gonna get there? Walk
Well, I mean,
from
you can take-
Gridiron in the West Bay to.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have to be the bet.
You know what? On second thought, Edmund's just gonna hang out at the church.
Well. This church is specifically designed to house members of the Cardinals and now refugees. Are you a refugee?
Technically, yes.
Well, then technically, welcome to the Can I get you a root beer?
Sure.
That's the only non-alcoholic drink we have in the house.
Do you have cider?
Yes, but it's only in room temperature.
That's fine.
We don't have ice cubes.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at Nero. I died. Trust me, I'm gonna need it.
Well, so who can we go to? We'll pass some time.
When does the market district open back up again? At the end of the month?
Yeah, the next month. You can still go to a checkpoint and still try to get in there. You just have to manually make your way on foot or have a car. So yeah, I guess we'll just fast forward to 12 in the afternoon of the Saturday. We're gonna return to the week sort of activities, but for this Saturday specifically, it's more the wrap up for Novus's choices and actions. 12 p.m. comes around. At this point, Lance, you're done with your paperwork. Edmund, you've been at the church getting yourself acquainted. Alistair, where were you heading?
He waited a bit in the library before I left just to give Falcone time to wake up.
Yeah, so you unfortunately waited a little bit longer than you expected, but you caught yourself in the middle of a deep read. You're progressing yourself slowly in your relic studies.
Yeah.
After that point, we do go back to Alistair, realizing, oh shit, I have to call Falcone, and you give Falcone's office a ring. Falcone is there, awake at the time, and Falcone, your phone is ringing.
Hold on. Speaking of Falcone and the church,
Mhm.
if Falcone or Nero needs Edmund for anything, they're more than likely to use him if they need help.
Well, you ain't living here for free. That's damn sure.
Well,
You see,
Falcone's getting paid 1,000 gold for me.
You see, what we're gonna have you do is carry these unassuming bags of fertilizer and start giving them across the street to people who are gonna come for no particular reason with unmarked vans and or cars. You won't say
That's
nothing, and you just give them the bag of fertilizer. They're paying customers.
Quick question: can I have a gun?
Sure. Here, he has you a 9mm.
Thank you.
It is a
Now, why
regular
did you do that,
9mm.
Neil?
It just deals 3d10 damage.
That's fine.
Wow, that's a strong gun.
It's a fucking 9mm.
Well-
It kills the body.
Yeah.
Well, now, Neil, why did you go and do that?
Well, no, sorry. 310. No, sorry. I need to put a 3d8. Sorry.
How much is in this magazine?
12. Yeah, it's 3d8 but 12.
Well, we can't expect God to do all the work now, can we?
Yeah,
You
just
said
don't.
3d8?
Yeah, 3d8. Because pistols are a tier lower.
What's that?
Sorry, I wanted to make that a little bit clear about Edmund because he's mostly there just hanging out until the market district opens back up again, and technically he is a refugee. So would the ranger give or would Travail give Falcone money for
Yep.
Edmund being there?
Yep.
Hey, there we go. Falcone gets $2,000 now.
But you have to get at least 100 from it. Falcone can choose how much he has to give, but it has to be at minimum 100.
That's fine.
No, you guys just cut out for about 10 seconds. What happened?
Oh, while Edmund's at the church, you get 900 gold for Edmund just being there because technically he is a refugee.
Right.
And apparently you have to give Edmund at least $100. As long as you
Because it's considered
Technically-
relief. It's considered relief funds.
hold on. Technically, and in quotation marks, you have to give, but Edmund's just going to give him the gold back because he's absolutely having a blast being around all these firearms.
You're gonna make a donation to the
Alrighty.
church, okay?
Yeah, donation.
Falcone just shrugs. Okay, I guess I get to keep 1,000 gold pieces.
Sorry for taking that.
No, you're
Off.
fine. No, you're fine. Otherwise, Lance finishes the paperwork. Alistair has made the phone call to Falcone, and that's what we're picking up. So, Falcone, your phone is ringing.
Point a
Wing,
shotgun
wing.
at it.
Falcone, you can't solve all your problems pointing shotguns at things. Nero.
That's
lies.
where you're wrong, kiddo. Hello,
I have a
Lance.
phone and I am ringing. Hello, I have a phone and I am ringing.
The
Hello?
phone can't hurt you.
Yes,
Hello,
hello, Father Falcone. What do you want? Who are you?
It's me, Alistair.
And what can I do for you, Alistair? What did Lance do? Where are you? Where do I need to come?
It's okay. Lance has done nothing this time.
This time.
It's a miracle.
Lord be praised.
Is there praising happening?
Well, actually, kind of related.
God.
First off, there's a strange creature wandering around the city, and before I ask people
Listen,
to
I
help
know
me,
Lance is at large, but I don't think it's very nice to call him a strange creature.
Oof.
no, it's not Lance. I mean, first off, the armor you wanted. Can you tell me what kind of armor you wanted one more time?
Something like what Lance had, full body suit. I can send you pictures. That'll help at all.
Yeah, go ahead and send him the pictures. But Falcone will describe it to you to be as a outer suit that he would wear as a mechanized suit that he'd be putting himself into. This
So
metal
mechanized
harness.
suit.
Yeah, this metal harness is supposed to be designed to help restrain the hell beast that is within.
So restrained anima,
What?
got it.
Well, it's a weapon platform too. Because what
Isn't it supposed
will
to
end up
allow-
happening is that Falcone will be able to arm himself with different weapons, gain an extra decision, and be able to use AP instead of using his AP instead of activating his Hell's Wrath. He'll activate the suit instead to use a plethora of abilities. For example, flight, moving faster on a turn, activating guns, or using more AP to use better weaponry like missile launchers, powered shotguns, or AP3 where he busts out a big fucking gun.
Okay, so mechanized armor harness that can restrain an anima, so you can use as a power source, right?
Yes, that sounds about it.
All right. I'll see how much it'll cost when I get there.
All right, thank you. You know what the refugee fund's getting used for?
Travis is like, hey, can I get to the gate? I'm starving.
So he's
Mega
gonna toss
Pastor
Alistair
Father
a blank
Falcone
check.
refuses to let people stay at his church.
You're just going to toss like a blank check at Alistair, say, just have him write down the price, it'll come out of the refugee fund.
It's tax
Your tax-
deductible, don't worry.
Yeah, this is all deductible. Listen, I'm not getting double paid, all right?
All right then, to Mr. Dumas, I go.
Okay. With the phone hung up, you make your way over to the bus stop once again to have to take it to go to the last stop, where the silver anvil and where Dumas is. The camera panels back towards Lance, who's just finished his paperwork and is now exhausted. Lance, the God's Rockabye slowly fades as you feel yourself overly exhausted.
I don't like this feeling. Slowly picks up all the photos and begins to look around the building to see where you find Juniper.
You end up crossing Juniper's path while walking down the hallway, seeing that she was going to make her own way to take a water break, and she notices you in the hallway. Lance?
Lance has all the photos on him. Yeah, I'm done.
She takes them surprised. She looks through them quickly, noticing that you've actually got most of it right. Would you look at that? Wow. Okay, so you prepare for the second half.
You say second half and I'll punt you like a football across this hallway.
No. I still just need to get Alistair in to fill out his portion, and then Father Falcone to fill out his portion. Otherwise, I had to be left to do all the paperwork myself. But they wouldn't do that to me, right? She smiles, right?
I mean, I could destroy the Falcones right now and go check them here.
No, you have to force Falcone. He'll come by. He's a good person. I believe in Falcone for the brief moment I met him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick him up. Look, I'm gonna go talk to the ranger real quick. I need to talk to something very important.
The ranger's in a meeting, but yeah, he'll meet with you.
I can wait outside the meeting. I'm gonna take some sleep. That paperwork. Lance kind of holds his hands to his face. That paperwork.
Yeah, why do you think I don't want to do it by myself?
It was worse than fighting Novus. There was this one part, right, Juniper, that said I couldn't sign you, so I put down, yes, I won't sign you.
Lance, she pats your shoulder. You're a special kind of stupid.
He's
Lance.
He's redacted.
Oh, you mean retarded?
Lance, no.
No, that's not what I was gonna say, but Lance.
Yeah, no, you can have the award pass.
Good lord.
Lance.
Y'all need Jesus.
Lance, no, that's not what Juniper looks. Lance.
Where's the meeting room? I'll wait for him outside the door.
Just wait in your office. He'll be done. Once he's done, he'll call you in from your office. He'll call you.
I get some more sleep. I'm gonna wait for him to call me.
Okay.
When Lance gets back to his room. Shit. Actually, I don't have anyone's phone number. Fuck. Can I have like a 1D100 roll to see if I can call one of the other players?
Who are you gonna try to call?
Specifically Falcone to tell him to get here to the office so he can sign up paperwork. But I don't mind doing like a roulette of like a 1D100 because he's just gonna push a bunch of numbers in, hoping he'll get one of the group.
Oh well, you have to roll. You have to roll under a 20.
wow.
Are you Falcone? Your phone begins to ring.
Hello, who the hell?
Hey, Falcone! I can't believe I got you in my first try. Yeah, it's me, Lance. Listen, I just got done doing some paperwork. They need you to do some paperwork here too about the incident. And just stop by the Travail Police Department when you can. And I'm gonna say this number so I can call you when we need you. What are you grinding? Is someone doing construction work in the background? I hear someone grinding.
No, it's nothing, Lance. There's no construction work.
I'm glad you picked up on it. Okay, I'm just gonna hang up. And Lance saves the phone number. Huh. I didn't realize Falcone's number had apostrophes in it. That's weird.
How did it get my number? It had apostrophes in it.
Nero shrugs. Maybe he butt dialed.
Wait a minute. Did he call the church or did he call Falcone's personal phone?
Personal line.
Personal.
His
Yeah,
It was a below 20 roll. He rolled a 2. Out of 100, that was an 80% chance, and here we 20% chance, and here we are. He did it.
That was what I was hoping was like when last called, I rolled a 100 or something, and I called like some random stranger, like, who's this? Are you Falcone?
You can't lie to me if you're Falcone.
Yeah, it's against the law. The police
Falcone's a cop.
But yeah, no, that was fucking hilarious.
So good catch on that, Kalis.
Alistair has made his way to the bus, and thankfully this time around, the bus is actually there for you to catch.
It's like, you know how you're about to, the bus is about to leave, but they see you, and that one bus driver's like, oh, fuck, fine, opens the door, like...
Yeah, keeps it open long enough just for Alistair to get on.
Yeah.
You'll have to spend 200 gold pieces to make it to the Silver Anvil.
Okay. Let's go pay that. Let's go pay our bus driver.
Yep, and then you begin making the solid journey towards the Silver Anvil. We're going to just fast forward the time it'll require for you to get there. Edmund's just getting himself acquainted with these guys down at Falcone's church. Lance,
he's carrying an he's not answering questions about the fertilizer. No, nor why the fertilizer strangely smells like death.
It's not even smells though. It has a faint fragrance of lavender, like really, really a lot of lavender on purpose.
Why is there lavender in the fertilizer? He's not asking questions.
Yeah, before you utter the next portion of that question, Nero and Falcone have their guns out. Ask. Go ahead. We'll give you a personal demonstration why it's so much lavender. Good.
Is this in canon or is this?
Yes, it's canon.
Well, I can assume.
I'm assuming the next words you say is nothing. I don't know anything, and I'm shutting my big fat mouth.
And quite frankly, I don't care.
Bang bang.
Good boy. Now don't be like a Lance and be a smart ass.
Go carry my fertilizers to paying customers. Come on.
Edmund just shrugs and continues to carry the fertilizer. Edmund kind of knows at this point, but Edmund just does not give a damn.
The people you're giving the fertilizer to are unsuspecting victims. They are not the wiser.
Edmund still doesn't care.
They assume that the fertilizer they're getting is considered holy fertilizer, and it works very well in unfertilizable areas, and it's called miracle growth.
Oh my god, they made Miracle Grow.
Yep.
Edmund still doesn't care. He has a hunch, he's not going to ask. Even if his hunch is correct, he just doesn't care.
The business is doing well, Falcone. Nero talks up to Falcone about it. We're almost done selling all the fertilizer in the basement. We actually haven't got a shipment lately from, what's it called? The Cardinals. It looks like they're calmed down in most of the gang fightings they have had to have gone through in order to get the place that they did in West Bay.
Well, that's not very good for us, is it?
I have to agree. So where are we going to get our next shipment for the next fertilizer shipment?
Nero, have you ever heard of a false flag operation?
Well, what does that mean?
We're going to dress up as one of the gangs and attack another gang. This is all satirical.
Well, I mean, we could try at East Bay. I heard a lot of shit's going down in East Bay.
It's
Oh
in
yeah, what's going on
Lansdowne.
in West Bay then?
I mean, West Bay's under the Cardinal control. We can't really do
Oh,
anything
East
in West
Bay.
Bay. What, East Bay? Oh, I mean, there's gang wars. There's always been gang wars in East Bay.
Well, there you go. Plenty of more fertilizer there, isn't it? Problem solved. Pay me.
I can't pay you, but we could tell the Cardinals that we could do, quote, missionary work.
Oh, you mean a peacekeeping operation?
Oh, I liked how you said that. Peacekeeping.
Yeah, just tell them.
Hey, Edmund, get in here. You're gonna help with some peacekeeping.
Peacekeeping, huh?
Yeah, that's the
Is
language
it
we use.
is it just us?
Yeah.
And hmm. How's Edmund going to do this?
How is he going to do this?
Yeah, Edmund pulls out the gun. How are you gonna choose your language?
Well, with the way you pointed your guns at me, again, I don't care. However, where's this peacekeeping operation going to be held?
Would consider East Bay. Who knows? We might fight Lance's even stronger and stupider cousin, Vance or something.
Does Edmund know anything about what's going on in East Bay or no?
From living in Gridiron, we just know the rumors and fairy tale, like rumors and the horrific storyliners that you would read of the terrible gang violence that's in East Bay.
Well, the Cardinals might need to send a few more people because I've heard horrific stories. Like stuff like I have a strong stomach.
Think Mad Max mixed with the Mexican cartel.
Even I.
We're talking about straight out, literally
me.
out in the open cannibalism.
Yeah. Yeah,
in a society that cannibalism is definitely not necessary.
Would I've picked up on this on like a news article?
Yes.
There's rumors that they cannibalize people.
Everybody makes such a big deal about cannibalism. We're all made of meat.
Yeah, coming from the fucking hellbeast who can eat people and digest it properly. I heard studies say that eating the brain or the heart of somebody is pretty damning for you.
Wait,
no,
Falcone,
you can eat the heart.
People?
The heart's fine. I don't eat people, no. And you can eat the heart. That's fine. That's where the courage is stored. The rich, tasty courage.
Well, how rich and hasty do you think Lance's
Just don't eat the brain.
is?
It'll actually drive you crazy, strangely enough.
How rich in protein do you think Lance's heart is in courage?
It'd probably be tough.
Lance's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably tough.
Isn't his entire have you seen him?
Size. He's mostly metal now. Not really much to chew on, is there?
Yeah. Plus there's no arm. Plus there's like no legs or arm, and I'm not sure.
If you really have to think about it, Falcone, Lance really is turning out to be guts. Basically lost limbs. Now mostly metal.
Yeah.
Only guts. Once we get those back.
We don't have the Casca angle or Griffith.
Maverick could have been, but met the wrong people.
Yeah, essentially.
Just unfortunately happens like that.
The real guts was the friends we made along the way.
I nod aggressively.
Now, like last session of Overarms, we'll have to have them fight or something. Not to the death, but
definitely to fight for sure.
Yeah.
The cutscene pulls over to Sun and Honey Doll just talking their job and whatnot. When in the background, they can both hear gunshots ablazing as their store seems to be a likely target for today's issues. Honey Doll glares over at the outside window that's been barricaded just to let only small slits be seen through, and she yells, "Fuck! I think it's the damn covens again attacking us." or maybe it's the what's it called, the East Bay Girl Scouts Association. I don't know which one of those assholes attack us.
Jeez.
Jesus,
They're
it's
getting
terrifying.
real aggressive about those cookie sales, aren't they?
The cutting
Sun
is
looks
the
nervously.
cutting.
Hey, do you need any help? I mean, duh, I need help. You're gonna help me. She summons up her anima in her right hand. It's an Uzi in one hand. You're gonna make every single shot count.
God.
It's revealed to the audience Honey Doll's anima is 33 shots.
Yep.
You know what? I can call Steinwick and Alistair and the other guys. I'm not much of a fighter. You know this.
You, not much of a fighter. You.
Sun
yes.
does, yeah. Sun smoking the smoke leaf joint. Look, I'm more of
Oopsie.
a kind of last ditch effort kind of fight guy, but if I have to, I will. Cymric, he runs upstairs. Hey, Cymric, he wakes him up. Hey,
What? I heard those gunshots. What the hell is happening?
it's East Bay. Get used to it.
I thought West Bay was the side of the city that has all the bad luck.
Yeah, well, you gambled. You chose poorly. No, they're both bad. There are people
chose
outside trying to rob my
poorly.
store. You want to help me?
Of course.
Hey, yo, who sells-
Yes, I'll help you.
Okay, so
Hey, yo, who sells smoke weed for $20 a pound? That's
You
a
big-
ripoff.
Sun yells out from the window, and you be grateful that we sell an ounce for 20. You know how much that shit costs on the street? Laced?
As they put dust in my weed.
With Cynric and Sun and Honey Dog all fighting about a group of 12 non-anima users, the fight turns rather trivial for you guys as Cynric would leave the building to engage them in like one-on-one fighting. They would try to fight Cynric to quickly realize that Cynric has some sort of invisible power because one of them hits Cynric with his
Baseball bat.
not his baseball bat, but a pipe. Hits it hard enough to break Cynric's shield, but not hard enough to hurt Cynric as usual. And then these shards pierce his body that he can't even see. He gets his upper arms and legs lacerated, and he drops to the ground. What the fuck happened to me, man?
What can I say? My muscles are made of steel.
In the
Well, the
background,
problem is
Honey
with that-
Doll levels her Uzi, and she pulls the trigger once, and a series of bullets go fire through the air as 33 different types of ammunition fly, ranging from small arms caliber to explosive ordnances. And you don't forget to not mess with us. She basically drops a series of ordnance blast 2, blast 3, blast 1, and regular bullet attacks in random directions.
Like, can I mention, have you forgotten, both of you, that anima powers do double damage to non-humans? That guy's
No.
fucking dead. Who broke through Cymric's shield. He's fucking.
At best, he's taking 20 damage raw. If he he would have enough HP for that. A little bit more than that, but yeah, no, he is hurt badly. And Honey Doll reveals her anima again being that she can up to 33 different types of ammunition, but she can randomize bullet types. And she sprays basically like grenades, bullets, sniper rounds, shotgun shells, small missiles, and a barrage.
Power Center takes the
Anima
pipe and
users.
like ties it around the guy who hit him and just throws him back at the other guys, like that clip from Venture Bros from the first episode.
And he get caught in a series of explosives and bullets hitting the area as they try to attempt to flee. Only a few of the gang members successfully escape from the barrage after Honey Doll pulls away her anima. Yeah, run with your tails between your legs, fools.
I got a question about this anima user.
Which one? Honey Doll?
Yeah.
Huh.
Is your favorite salsa Diablo?
I will shoot you myself. Anyway, Honey Doll turns back to look over at Cyrek. Well, hey, you can handle yourself in a fight.
Yeah, these monsters aren't just for show. Well,
Yeah.
that
And you can see, she looks behind her. I can kind of handle myself.
yeah. He rolls up his sleeve to show off Astronova.
Oh, those are pretty those are pretty fancy tattoos. Mighty big muscles.
Thanks. And your powers are amazing too.
Yeah, when I want to use them. She flips around the Uzi's, the Uzi a bit in her one finger, and then she flips it away into the visibility. I noticed Sun didn't do anything. Sun is inside. What? I was like here for
Moral support.
yeah. What the other guy said. Moral support.
Now it's
I mean,
time
I
to kill
guess
the
if they
wall.
actually came in, sent her at that point blind them, but we didn't need to do that.
All right, Cyrek, do we need to go anywhere? I have plenty of smoke leaf on me. I got 2 behind my ear, and I got another one on the back of my waist. I'm good for a few days.
Great. I guess nothing is going on, so I don't know. Can I explore the city at our leisure? There seems to be like a peaceful time for that, and I haven't had such a moment since I came to the city.
Well, you can go ahead and take your time looking around if you like. Again, I got business here at Dockside to like get myself arranged with.
All right, but if you need me, I'll come running right back here.
Here, here. Honey Doll writes down contact information. This is the building number. Cyrek has the Dockside contact info as a key item.
Thanks, honey doll.
No worries. Don't worry. Remember, share our name. We're the best smoke leaf dispensary in East Bay.
Thanks.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I kind of don't have a home exactly, so do I just crash here for now?
Uh, if you need to, yeah, why not? Knight would offer the place too. This is also a free place, I suppose, since I made the deal. Uh, well, yeah, you can stay here until you find a more permanent place.
All right then, thank you. I don't mean to impose.
No, you're fine. And with that, Cyrek has found a temporary living in the dockside.
The most buffest hobo, the most buffest fancy dressed hobo.
It's weird, right? That you're the one who's essentially being a hobo, while lives out of a van
Down by the river.
down by the.
He hasn't actually been to his home over a month.
Yeah, this place is probably wobbed all the way to hell and back.
Man, they took the floorboards.
No, they took the whole building. Don't play around. It's just an empty lot at this point.
You took the basement foundation.
Lance didn't even,
The whole
Lance didn't even
entire
have a
strip of
basement.
land.
Lance didn't even have a basement.
And then he found out he did. That they stole it.
Can't have shit in West Bay.
Well, I might need to go back to West Bay, but I talked to the ranger first.
All right, we're gonna be wrapping up the session because I need to actually get things. I need to actually get myself going and ready to do something later.
That explains why we're doing this very lonely.
Yeah, fits in my scheduling. So, hold on. Sorry. Sorry, confirming stuff as a we're not going to continue this day cycle any further. We're going to go back to a regular week cycle. So our next session and then sessions going forward will be from the week cycle going forward. I just kind of want to make sure I have everyone's agenda kind of going forward. we need to finish Alistair grabbing the blueprints and everything for the silver anvil, which we'll do right shortly. But is there anyone else that I need to catch up before we go?
Not comes to mind with me. No.
Okay.
I was just gonna simply have a conversation with the ranger.
Gotta be like a 1 or 2 answer thing. Let's get with Edmund, Lance. Let's start Alistair real fast, and think about your question or two that you want to give the ranger, Danny. Alistair, you made your way to the silver anvil, and Dumas himself has, because of your business, has slowly but surely been adding to his own business. The building looks a little bit better. There's actually a little bit more business coming around, but when you get by, you notice that there is a chance for you to speak with Dumas, who is actually notices you coming in. Ah, Alistair, welcome back to the Silver Anvil. What can I do for you, lad?
One thing to see. I made my first relic. Shows him the little shield charm he made.
Ah, that's pleasant. That's wonderful. He takes a better look at it. Nice. I see. Practical and very good effect. He hands it back. Well done. You make me quite proud to be your teacher. I cannot wait to see the further progress of your studies and education in the relic field.
Me too.
What can I do for you today?
So, presenting the golden ticket.
Huh?
I need a relic me for a friend.
Okay, I can do that for you. Do you happen to have a blueprint?
Say that again?
I was what to ask. How much would a blueprint cost? I'm looking for like a full set of armor, like a metal harness that can restrain an animal and use as a power source for like making like huge guns, weapons, armor, a full body suit, basically.
8,000 for the blueprint.
And I have enough on me. Thank you, plus arms.
I can't hear that word you said. What the hell did you just say?
So yeah, Dumas gladly
came
takes
out
the
like-
8,000 and the golden ticket from you. He'll make
that's where it came out like
he'll-
redacted
with the
for me.
8,000. He's going to spend up to 2 weeks. Yeah, he'll have to spend up to 2 weeks making the rare relic.
Okay, and
Yep.
there's no way else I can help Dumas speed that up by working with him or not.
It's a master at his craft.
Okay, fair. Good luck. Have fun.
I try not to break my back. I try not to break my back too hard. But this seems to be an interesting project. I do have some conceptual ideas of a symbiotic sort of metallic substance. Are you familiar with what's it called? What is that really reactive metal? You pull a magnet to it, it kind of reacts to it like really intensely. He's talking about a certain type of metal that he's going to make the suit out of. That's basically going to be reacted to sort of a magnetic system that he's going to create and use anima powers to try to loop through it. Just to start the idea, like an idea of where he can even make this thing, because it's going to be a lot of workshopping for this guy to make in under a month.
All right. I'll leave you to it then.
Yep. We cut back towards Lance with those questions towards the ranger.
And I assume he'll be on his way to. This is part where Lance calls out to her, like, we need to help filling out the report for what happened.
No, Lance just knows Alice is a good boy. And the only reason why he called Falcone was that his reputation of never really appealing for many missions is why Lance called him.
Lance, you get called into the ranger's office. I don't have much time. I gotta go speak to the City Hall Council soon. What can I help you with, Lance?
Well, about those reports about the heisting, about those other people getting sent in. Am I gonna be the one who have to go back there myself?
You and Juniper and the rest of Squad Zero will be tasked to go, correct?
I thought you were tagging along, or had there been change to the plan?
No, I will still be part of it. The scheduled shipment is for next week.
Okay. Look, I know it's really hard for us to get any news from the spy or anything. But has there been any information update with the League or Black Nebula by chance?
There's been a media blockout from the Heroes League. No information in or out about them.
Shit. Well, thanks for your time. I'm gonna go west up and wait. No, I'm gonna head back to West Bay. Gonna go home.
Oh, hey,
And,
we have some letters actually. He passes you a letter.
huh?
He
What's
passes you a
this?
series of letters. They're all notices of eviction.
Yeah, I'll handle this, don't worry.
You have an outstanding balance of 3,000 credits for your rent.
$3,000.
Well, I mean, that's
I'll
3,000
handle
go
this,
for
don't
just the
worry.
rent, and then there's the late fees that bring you up to 5,000.
Jesus.
Yeah. Kind of puts it all together. I'll handle this, don't worry. And this fast cuts to Lance going straight to the door knocker. Takes out the civil, what is this called? The White Horse Sun, and uses it to teleport himself and the door knocker back to his house.
You gain another point of exhaustion for doing that. Your strength stat is now reduced.
Oh, oh man, what the fuck?
When you teleport and phase back into reality, you see that your lawn is overcut. The destruction of when the gangsters that originally attacked, the X-Laws that originally attacked, still there. Just the bodies are now gone since the smell was terrifying people. But the chalk lines for where they were are still there. The blood that still stained the area is still there because the forensics didn't clean it.
Lance kind of like parks the door knocker but the driveway, locks it, then double checks to make sure it's properly locked. Puts the keys inside his puts the keys in a secure spot on his body. Well, he's really armor, so he has like a compartment for it.
As you
Walks inside.
as you walk away, several different small creatures attack your wheels. Ah!
And clap me at the park. Get back.
They all flee. Ah!
Bastards. Make his way inside to his home.
The door is open. Because there is no door.
Yeah.
The weather itself has taken over for quite some time, with leaves being blown in, small animals walking back and forth, the water from the rain eroding the flooring.
Lance is like slowly taking up the bills to see, because like he's gonna do this within time. Like it's probably Sunday or something where he's gonna take out the bills. So he like takes a chance to read well he needs to give the money to.
Yeah, it's West. It's you have to give it to West Bay City Hall.
Kind of throws the papers onto the floor.
You notice that in some of the mail, there's one for the Cardinals, an invitation specifically to all the members and neighbors of West Bay.
But yeah, he would pick that up and read it.
When you open it, you read that it's talking about a special event called the Place in Heaven, the place called Heaven. It is the church that opens up in West Bay that's opening up as a sanctuary for those who are too unfortunate, and a soup kitchen for those unfortunate, and a place for Animo users to find peace.
Peace,
In Falcone's basement.
There's also talk on the pamphlet that there's restorative properties, such as illnesses, loss of limbs, and other such calamities that one could befell, that this church specifically claims they can heal.
Lance kind of like rubs his left arm a bit before like he just makes his
Lance,
way towards.
the last thing you recognize about the pamphlet is that the church is not too far from you.
So Lance, yeah, with that last bit of information, Lance goes back to what is the remains of his room. He clearly doesn't care what is missing or gone. He just kind of like goes to where the bed is, or what left of the bed.
No, you walk in your room, there's just literally nothing. There is nothing.
Lance proceeds to spend the rest of the day sleeping.
Where?
You go on the floor. He just looks at the ceiling. He begins to contemplate, like, it's been like half a year since all this started. My room is gone. What was once my life is gone. I've been thrust into a scenario of literal existence or destruction. Life and death at all these points. I keep getting blamed for chaotic events that are beyond my own control. And it's just bearing down on Lance. And Lance is just laying there on his floor, kind of like covering his own face while he silently sobs. Just kind of wishing that he never became an anima user, if it meant all this was going to happen to him.
But Lance,
just letting...
even in your deepest depression as you find yourself sobbing, there's a portion of your conscience that begins to speak to you, reminding you, hey, you could be worse. You could be a regular person with all your shit stolen. You could have been under the thumb of now an even worse dictator that you couldn't fight against. You remember that you're not as powerless as you once were. You actually have money from a job that you completed.
He takes out the White Hole Sun fragment to look at it, and wondering if it was his own words or was it influencing him. Just puts it back away and trying to relax himself and fall asleep for the rest of the day. He just wants to sleep. After Novus, after all this, he just wants to sleep.
So hey, look, listen, I promise you I found a place that no one's living in. You hear a deep voice speak, and I'm sure that we can... There's someone in here.
Hey, could you shut the door? I'm trying to sleep here.
No, the awkward part is that, Lance, you see that there is an anthropomorphic wolf.
Oh my god.
Lance just looks up and down at this. Hey.
You know how long
You can.
I've been waiting here for you, Lance?
Wait, you know my name?
X-Laws. Does that ring a bell?
Wait a minute. Lance gets up slowly. It can't be you. I'm beautiful.
Wait, what? Who do you think I am?
Wait, you're not this guy's kid. Alex. I can't remember his name, but I ran that pucker over with this dude's car.
No.
That was funny.
No. I worked for
Jordan
the
Gray?
X-Laws. Huh?
Jordan Gray?
No, you never met me. I was a hitman. I was sent to take you down. And I was actually here in your house waiting for you.
Wait. Glad is dead? August! Wait, August is dead.
Lance, shut up for a second. Listen, I was a hitman, hired by the X-Laws to kill you. But then, when you went and attacked the city hall, I was here at your house waiting for you.
You've been living in my house?
No, because then a group of people took me to Novus's lab and experimented on me.
Wait, I was just there at Novus's laboratory. I wasn't the one who killed him, but I made sure that place got shut down.
There was another research facility.
Well, look,
and I didn't know any other place to go, and I knew this place was empty. Behind him is an anthropomorphic bunny. Wait a minute! She points at Lance, and Lance points at her. You!
Wait, Lance is noble. Wait, do I know you? Wait, that voice! Gets up. You're the one who took the crate from me!
No, Lance, you would recognize
Hey!
at least the ears.
Beautiful! When did you grow up?
What, Juniper? My name's not Juniper, my name's Bunny.
Okay. Okay,
I'm not
this is
apologizing
happening.
for crashing at your place, Lance.
Well, could you at least have gotten a new door for the fun? Look, this place is gonna get evicted. I'm here because I want to keep my family home. So yeah, you guys can stay here. I just kind of wipes the tears away from his eyes. I just needed some time to myself. Could you imagine how stressful I'm at?
I can help you with your stress. She pulls out her gun. I can.
Uh, 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 mm. Not that time, not this place. Look, you guys can crash wherever you want. Whatever's left of my place is yours to use. Just leave me my room. I beg you.
We're probably gonna go to some sort of IKEA. And Lance, I still have to find a time to kill you.
Why? The next clause was disbanded. Who's gonna pay you?
City Hall. There's still the
Why would City?
outstanding 100,000 bounty.
What?
They never
The fuck,
resigned it.
man?
Yeah, they never resigned the bill. Even with the Cardinals in power, they haven't decided to take down the bounty.
But fuck that! I'm taking myself in then.
It doesn't work like that, Lance. Here,
I'm sure it will.
I'll cut you 10% if you let me take you in.
Fuck that! You give me 30-70.
Lance, I'll give you 5. That's a bigger number than 10.
Okay, man, Clarion. I know I have an intelligence score of D4, but you can't pull fast shit like that on me.
Okay, you're right. You can have 11 because 12 is too much. Think about it, Lance. 12 is 12. No, hold on, Lance. Lance, think about it. 11 is perfect. It's one more than 10, and not any greater than needed for you. Think about it.
Hold on. I know that, brain, but
You
feel me
can't-
out.
And look, Lance. You can't even count past 10 on your finger, can you? With both your hands?
Well, I can't. Like, Lance takes out both his hands and then puts on the helmet. I can't count past 10 with the helmet on. It makes a little hologram finger on my fingers. See? There's 11.
Well, Lance, see, that's what I'm talking about. You need help to get it, so 11 is a big enough number for you.
Yeah, but I'm feeling a bit greedy, so how about 11.5%?
Lance, we don't do percentages here. We're just gonna give it to you at 11.
Fine.
So
But,
we'll turn you in for 11%. You'll get 11% of the 100,000 gold bounty. And then we'll help break you out.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're all gonna break me out of that, right?
Yeah, we'll let you sit there for like a month, and we'll break you up.
Whoa! I can't be there for a month. I got work to do in a week after.
Wait, what
I
job
gotta
do you
go back
work?
to. I had to go back to Novus's laboratories and pick up more people who are going to be sent there.
Oh, well, then you probably shouldn't go for this bounty then. You should probably do your job first and then go back.
Well, it's gonna be like 5, so it's like what? Every other week, so it's 5 times. It might be
No,
like a
it's the
couple of months then.
It's the end of the month that you're going back to Novus's.
I know, but like, he said 5 times. He said 5 more shipments.
Yeah, but that was an exaggerated number. It's probably not going to be that long. Anyway,
What?
figure out what you want to
I'm
do for the ending of that, because for now, I need to wrap things up and get going.
Yeah. Look, I gotta do my job. I'll first have to do my job, and then we'll talk about this whole thing. Until then, you be good roommates and keep the fuck down. Lights off at 9 p.m.
There's no doors.
Neighbors.
Lance has acquired Project Wolf Bunny as neighbors. They don't promise to be quiet.
Oh God.
So just like a credit scene as all the credits are rolling, you hear like Carmel dancing playing like
Wow,
wow.
Dash,
He's just laying on the floor. Lance is laying on the floor of his bedroom, just looking at the ceiling with bloodshot eyes.
And the credits are rolling.
That's the credits. That's the whole. That's the end credit scene. Just Lance staring at the ceiling, bloodshot eyes, and Carmel dancing is playing.
But yeah, no. Like I said, it's revealed that he was a hitman, originally trying to kill Lance. Lance wasn't there the entire fucking time. He was there waiting for Lance to kill him. Got picked up by Novus because he was waiting at Lance's house, and they thought that he was basically Lance. Turns out he wasn't, so they fucking experimented on him anyway. Damn, isn't it great to dodge a bullet because you weren't home?
Yeah, it's like the same feeling I get whenever I dodge a bullet from not joining the Hills League.
The next session we're going to take place in the 3rd week of July and going forward. So that means you guys will get one decision per week and we'll progress the story as necessary. The last little bits of Sunday going through is just you guys settling yourselves down in the locations that you're going to be in, with Alistair being back at his college dorm and Cynric and Sun thinking about where they want to travel in the city for their week. Nero and Falcone could be talking about, hunting down the demon this week, beginning their plans to, and getting Edmund involved because Edmund's there. And Antar is reaching out to Edmund on his cell phone, trying to get Edmund to talk to him.
Hello? I'm terrible with these things, Edmund. Hello? Damn it, Grimtongue. Why won't it work?
I have a better way to communicate with him. He pulls out the Cimrillus. Edmund, why is it that I can hear you perfectly when I hold the Cimrillus? Does that mean you have one of mine?
No. He hangs up.
Edmund, you can't hang up if you're carrying one on you.
He sounds like, I can't hear you. It's bad reception. Beep.
I can hear you perfectly, Edmund.
Hold on. I'll get to you in a second. Falcone's got me carrying fertilizer.
What? How many men are you to work for before coming back to me?
I have to walk to the market district. There's no bus line and no one's going to drop me off, so why don't you come here?
I will pay a taxi service to pick you up and bring you back if I need to, mister.
I would still have to go through the checkpoint.
And you're whitelisted.
So were you.
Yeah, and I act the fool and didn't tell them my name, so they didn't know I was whitelisted.
All right. Come pick me up. I have a gift.
I'm not going to pick you up. I'm going to send a cab to pick you here.
All right, but I have a gift.
Is it the Cimrillus?
Hangs
Maybe.
up.
You can't hang up if you're He holds his hands in his head. Ah!
My lord. Did he hang up on you?
He can't hang up on me, Grips.
Look, this can all be explained when he gets back.
Anatar spends 750 gold to send a taxi to go back and forth to pick up, what's it called? Edmund. This would pick you up at Sunday. And so you would be at the beginning of the next week roleplay at the Sauntering Stallion.
Oh, good.
As Edmund's leaving the church, Nero responds towards Falcone going, so we lost one of the checks. Or do we still delight that he was
No,
here?
no. You write that I'm here. You just
We-
tell him I'm going sightseeing, if you would.
Hold on, that's exactly what Nero was gonna say to Falcone. He's just, he left, but should we write that he's still here?
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, you're probably still here. What are they gonna do? Check? Back
Yeah.
'em. You know, if they check, you take them to the basement.
He nods. He nods and keeps
I
Edward's
don't care
information.
who they said we're not paying taxes.
Travis looks over his shoulder. Hey, not to be a Debbie Downer or nothing, and I appreciate the sleeping on the pew and all, but can I stop shoveling this? Can I stop working the fertilizer line? I can use a break.
Sounds like a Debbie Downer.
Falcone.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
He's just
Go ahead.
Edmund is actually going to call Falcone and tell him that he's leaving, going back to the market district with Anatar. But not knowing this conversation, tell Falcone to write me down as still being there. And tell him that I was just going sightseeing.
Yeah, so everyone kind of has their agenda forward for next week's session. I'd like to thank you all for always being attentive to the sessions. And next week we'll have me actually with my first, should be my first few days of my first job. The newest job coming up. I hope that all this fucking horse shit's done with, and that I'll be able to thankfully say I'm an employed man by the next session. With that, thank you guys as always. If there are any comments, questions, concerns, please feel free to tell me. I'm sorry I had to cut things a lot rather short. I'd go a little bit longer, but I have plans that came up, so.
No problem.
All right.
Be safe, bro.
You guys have a great night.